stupid YouTube contest. I don't understand how this is supposed to be something legit. I mean, obviously there is nothing legit to it. It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't really care about blinds.
My name is Bourbon.
Breeze really won. If he wins the whole thing, Matt can't do this again.
My name is Bourbon.
It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't understand how this is supposed to be something legit. I mean, obviously there is nothing legit to it. It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't really care about blinds.
My name is Bourbon.
Breeze really won. If he wins the whole thing, Matt can't do this again.
What's going on? I'm Bourbon. I think my lighting's messed up. There's a pile of hand deliveries behind me. Power went out here, completely forgot. My lighting seems kind of janky. I think it's too bright on one side, not bright enough on another. I have no idea if you can hear me. Thank you, JMax, telling me you can hear. And once I got what I thought was my input audio working, then I couldn't hear the sound coming out of the computer. Yay. But, yeah. We'll go with it. Yeah, a little janky. Danny driving me a little crazy, but he's in the background chilling. Bonnie is out with her family. She'll be in later. And tonight is probably going to be, and I'll bring it up a couple times tonight, but one of the last Saturday night streams for a while. But we'll get into that later. And before that, we're going to do round 2 of finding my favorite Four Roses recipe. Last week we went through all the OBs, and OBSK and OBSV were the 2 winners. So tonight we're going to go through all the OEs. And yeah, apologies for being late. I said had to take care of the dog. Also, my mother is away on a trip and got hurt and was in a combination of a dentist's office yesterday and an emergency room today. Bonnie's family's having a little bit of an issue tonight too. So there's just been a lot going on. And yeah, I could use a drink, but apologies for being late. But we'll get this party started. And we'll see who's here. And I'm going to pour something to start with because I need a warm up and a drink. I haven't had anything yet. What are people drinking? But then again, I'll have to get through everybody to even see that. I need a quick warm up pour. Last time I warmed up with Turkey 101, but I killed that bottle the other night. So, should we warm up with tonight? Let's warm up with a little bit of garbage. Old Charter 8-year, 80 proof. Gently matured for many seasons. Many is not enough. Anybody ever sees a 8 or 10-year age stated, I'm highly interested. This is not that. I took a risk on the many seasons because I thought maybe it was kind of an in-between. It's not. But cheers, y'all. This afternoon, Jigs was here. Yes, bring on the malt liquor, Old English, one of the faves. Don't forget the Crush too. Cheers, man. I don't know if you're here right now. 1 or 2 of those boxes behind me in that pile over there are from you. Or for you. I'm sorry. 7:45 p.m. tonight. Rob D, Team OESO. Hopefully people will end up showing up here. I am later than I planned to be. The lighting is a little weird, but if people like it, I'll roll with it. If not, I'll try to fix it. I mean, there's only so much you can do to fix this. William Reynolds was here right at 8:30. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Will. The franchise was here. Wasn't this last week's thumbnail, or is it part 2? Did I upload the wrong thumbnail? Now I'm curious. Did I upload the wrong thumbnail? Because I made a new thumbnail. Now I am highly, highly curious. Did I really screw that up? Edit. No, it has part 2. Yeah. Okay. J-Max is Team OESK. All right. Never mind. I see the bottom behind the upcoming overlay. Okay. J-Max smashing the like. Sugar Kitty meowing. Rob saying, well, I'll be damned. This is all about 40 minutes ago now. Tater Dom was here. Daniel Sutherland was here. Rick was here at 9:11 waiting on me. Eric Isaacson was here saying cheers at 9:13. I have no idea who's still here. Hopefully people will be. And if you are, I'll get to you again. Maybe I'll even cheers you again. Cheers. Peter White was here. GT Mustang 09 in the house. Cheers, man. We got to figure out meeting up. We got to work that out so I can get you your bottle. Cheers, man. Joe the Sample Guy at 9:16 made sausage, peppers, and onions for supper. Oddly enough, my whiskey smells like sausage, peppers, and onions. Yeah, I just wolfed down some food myself before I realized that I didn't have power or I wouldn't have eaten. Oh, well. Cheers, man. Eric Gunderson was here. Cheers, Eric. How you doing? I was here, screwing up. The franchise breaking my balls. Cheers to that, Gary. Lord Reverend Professor Rusty J. Lugnuts in the house. Cheers, Rusty. What's going on? Here we go. J-Max was in the house. Loud and clear was the first one. Peter B. in the house. Cheers, man. Daniel Sutherland was still here. Cheers. Z-Man's in the house. Cheers, man. Tunes 21 in the house. Trying to go rapid fire. JH in the house. Sounds good, looks good. Well, cheers to you, man, because if this looks good to you, man, we got to get you some glasses. Bill's saying the lighting's a little different, but you can see the background bottles more. Yeah, it's different. It's this big light I have up here. I'll probably have to adjust it some. Either Ludwig or Dan will stop in and tell me how to adjust it so that I don't look ridiculous. Sugar Kitty meowing again. There you go. Slapshots Roadhouse. Brian in the house, and he's back to making his wood. So if you're not back to subscribe to Slapshots Roadhouse, you can't get a piece of his wood, and then you can't put it in your mouth. Like I just put Slapshots wood in my mouth. So give him a sub. I'm trying here. Dave Vogel saying, cheers, man. How you doing? ECBP C921 in the Glen. Bougie. Nice. I like it. Cooler running. Cheers, folks. Cheers, man. How you doing? Rick sipping on some Sags 23C. Damn. Yeah, we are on 22A here. Nothing else has dropped yet. So we still have not seen 22B or AB or C 23. So, yeah. Maybe in a year or two. Let's see here. Whiskey War sent us. Thank you, Sean. Hopefully, I know he was probably going to go run and eat some grub and hopefully join us. There's Rusty on The Bourbon Syndicate channel. So Rusty participates in multiple channels. One is the Bourbon Syndicate, where he does bourbon stuff. And then the Off Track Syndicate, where he does all kinds of weird nonsense. So give them both a sub. Cheers, man. JH, we started getting the old Charter 8 here. Yeah, 8. Regular 8, no bueno. This stuff stinks. You want the old bottles of age stated, where it actually says aged 8 years, aged 10 years. Those are phenomenal. At least I love them, and I wish I had one to drink. John Cran's in the house. Cheers, man. JSL Boston, what's up, John? How you doing? The lighting is off. We can see too much here. You're not wrong. Lighting is definitely off. I'm just not sure how I should correct it. See if that does anything different. My buddy Pete in the house. We have to catch up tomorrow. All right, brother. Cheers, man. I don't know what's going on, but hope all is okay. See here. Scrolling. Mike Brock in the house. Cheers, man. How you doing? Yep, I see all these people saying still here. That's cool. I don't know why you are, but I appreciate it. Jake in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? You can check out his Instagram to see his whiskeys of the year. Let's see here. Doing a hell of a good job, man. Good job. Doing mediocre at best. Let's see here. Pouring some barrel spirits, batch 35. We'll definitely meet up soon. Been busy on my end also. I hear you. 2024 goals. Polish Brian's wood. You're not wrong. Yoda in the house. Think something is very wrong with YouTube. Apparently, you are now doing Russian What? Now doing Russian aviation videos? I'm missing a reference. There you go. Cheers, Baker Drinks. Having a sip. Great break from our driest January. And go give Baker Drinks a sub. They're probably... They might even be live right now. They do go live Saturday night, so go throw them a sub. Cheers. Hope you're enjoying your pour. There you go. William Reynolds is still here. There you go. John throwing Slapshot the sub. That's cool. Everything looks good except for the Come and Go cup is missing. So the Come and Go cup is not missing. The Come and Go cup is right here, and it has been upgraded. It is now the Come and Roll. Don't forget to hydrate, people. Let's see here. My YouTube had Russian aviation. I need a screenshot of that, man. One more cast in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Cheers, man. It's all about moist January. You're not wrong. I will check that out in a bit, Donald. Richie Z in the house. Gonna miss the roll. You're not wrong. We'll talk about that later tonight. As I kept this seat warm for HBR for the last year, and he's coming back, it looks like I may go keep the seat warm for Dan. So cheers, and it'll free up the Saturday night. There you go. Tommy D in the house. The only thing that makes Ben's head look small is, I don't know. Not live tonight. Snowy weather and soon when I'm in it. Well, that's okay. And it looks like I am going to be getting out of your way and going another night. But again, we'll talk about that later. Sipping on a King's Family single barrel. So good. Interesting. I've seen the King's Family light whiskey. I haven't seen a pick. Interesting. Yep. Yes, sir. All right. With that, I am caught up on chat. Well, I was until Roger Randall just came in and said cheers. So cheers to you, Roger. And I can reposition the Come and Go mug for your... There you go. I'll put it behind. I think it's time to take down the Festivus poll. I mean, you can always air your grievances on this channel, because Lord knows I air mine. But yeah, it's time to take down the Festivus poll. Put it away for another time. And this thing doesn't want to bend. What did I do wrong? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's for some more lighting I got to put up one of these days. So maybe I'll look less crappy. That's more hand deliveries in the pot. If you see the pile of crap down here, that's more stuff for hand deliveries that I haven't had time to put anywhere else. Let's see here. Will do Mraz. I didn't see Mraz in here. Did I miss him? He could take down my pole. Heyo! That's right. All right. So, I've had a crappy warm-up pour. Shouldn't distort my palate any. I've got 5 mini Glens. I've got 5 recipes of Four Roses to pull out. This, again, is the sampler kit that I picked up in Kentucky. I believe it was at Costco on my way out of Kentucky, and I think it was about $80. So it was under MSRP, and I had to grab it. So tonight these are all 104 proof, and these are all 50 ml samples. And the first one is good. Well, I mean, first or last. Sample recipe number 10, OESF. And actually, I should probably just crack these and pour them as I go, since I'm so behind. Pour some OESF. See what else is going on in the chat. King's Family Ryconic is one of the best ryes I've ever had. Have a light whiskey pick from them too. Interesting. Oh, shit. Now I see Fulton's message. I don't know why it came up late. We lost another family member this morning. Aunt Teresa passed away. Sorry for your loss, man. Everybody raise a glass to Mr. Fulton's Aunt Teresa. Sorry for your loss, man. That sucks. Sorry, man. And that Mr. Great Shot is in the house. Cheers, man. How you doing? Total Wine is asking $129 for the recipe box. Total Wine been getting wild here lately. I actually got a picture I'll show later. Our Total Wine here was asking $179 for the latest Bookers. Not Little Book, the latest Bookers. I was kind of flabbergasted. Yes, I said flabbergasted. And I just poured recipe number 9, aka OESQ. Now, I went over the high rye and the low rye stuff last week. We can do it again if people want. If people want me to just go, I'm kind of good to just go, as I, again, am already behind. I have a very hard time missing my Aunt Myrta. She passed away on Thursday morning. She was very, very sick and was in the hospital. Keep me and your family in your prayer. Absolutely. Damn. Raise a glass. Lost 2 aunts in 1 week, man. Mr. Fulton, raising a glass to your Aunt Myrta also. Sorry, man. Sorry for your loss. Keep your chin up and take care of your family, man. With that, I keep going back and forth from happy to sad things. It's rough, but again, that's life. And with that, I poured recipe number 8, OESO. Usually one of the most sought after recipes, in my experience. And the other one that comes up that most people search for, and is many people's favorite, the OESK, recipe number 7. And then, last but not least, we have recipe number 6, OESV. All right, let me see what else is going on in chat while I drop a sample bottle and it tries to crack. Luckily it didn't, because that was actually a Mayor Pingree sample. All right. Let's see here. John just poured his OESQ pick. 179 for Booker's is out of hand. You're not kidding. Let's see here. It's going to be delicious. I hope so. OESXXXX reminds me of a Nelly song. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Rob. Yeah. Booker's on sale in Alberta for 89 Canadian. Sold out pretty quick, though. Yeah, but that's a fair price. Mighty Fine Batch for 100. No, I'm the one who saw it at Total Wine for 179. I see it as low as like 80 or 90. I'd say I see it as low as nowadays $90 around me, and as high as 200. But I've never seen Total Wine get wild with it at 180 until this week. Hanging AZ, ahoy Benny, ahoy John, how you doing? So since we're talking about it, let me pull that pick up so I can get people to stop calling out Richie Z on it. Because I saw it and I was like, oh, they got wild in two ways. They had the Maker's Mark BEP for $129. I don't know what they were smoking on that. That was ridiculous because Total Wine's usually pretty close to MSRP. A couple bucks more, a couple bucks less. But they're usually in the ballpark. And then this is them getting real wild. Here you go. Mighty Fine Batch. $179.99. Suck my what? There you go. Not sure he'd pay $179 for Little Book 7. There you go. Yeah, that was ridiculous. 2304. Oh, things are going up. Yeah, but some of it is just people trying to take advantage, and now it's big corporations that generally are pretty close to MSRP taking advantage. Not very cool. Red Spot new MSRP is around. No, at Red Spot's new MSRP is around $300, Jay. MSRP on Blue Spot now here is $279, I believe. And cost to stores is $230 for Blue Spot. So, yeah, no, they're crazy. Bill says, girlfriend likes the lighting, Six. It makes you look like you're full of wisdom. Well, I'm full of something, but it ain't wisdom. I'll tell you that. Local Total Wine at Hancock Reserve single barrel for $99.99. Well, I mean, it is a tater bottle, but it didn't used to be that way. Yeah, Total Wine just been kind of wild lately. Some things have been cheap and some things have been stupid. Total Wine here has the res for $350. Red Spot, yeah. Total Wine is out of hand. They are a Trey Bond for $600. Blue Spot's Blue Spot's new MSRP is like, depending on the area, $270 to $300. They've raised the price through the roof. The distillery has. It makes no sense. There's some rumor that they're not importing it to the U.S. anymore. But the cost is so high that stores here aren't even going to be carrying the spots anymore because they don't believe they could sell it. It's ridiculous. Andrew Meyer in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, the spot bottles just priced themselves out of my cabinet. Cheers. Yeah, man. Cheers. With you saying cheers, I'm sitting here trying to decide. Do I start with OESV or OESF? What's the vote here? I want to go left to right or right to left. Anybody have an opinion? I'm kind of leaning to start to the OESF, but I think I started on the V last time. See if anybody has an opinion. Oh, there he is, Mr. Jiggs in the house. Cheers, everyone. Jiggs, some of these boxes behind me are destined for you. Cheers, man. How you doing? Saw a blue spot for 138 in Ohio. Yeah, the next batches they're getting are like 230 cost. It's ridiculous. Never start with the left. Mike Stahl in the house, aka Livewire Whiskey, where they're doing a fundraiser tomorrow night. I believe it is tomorrow night. Correct me if I'm wrong. For Slapshot's Roadhouse to get some new equipment that for him to turn with on his lathe making wood crafting channel. I believe they're doing a fundraiser tomorrow night, so you might want to tune into Livewire Whiskey. Let's see here. Alphabetical order. That, I guess I could do that. Middle and work the way out. OESF last. Cheers, Mike. Always pass it to the left. Yes, I agree. Sandeep Shima in the house. What's going on, man? Mark Emanecker in the house doing the dry thing. Teetotaling Emanecker. What's going on, man? Cheers, Doc. That was a political belief. I don't know what that is, but okay. Let's see here. I don't know. I like Rob's idea. Let's start somewhere in the middle. Let's just go random order. So I'm going to start for fun with OESQ. Let's start randomly. Recipe number 9. Of course, my heat had to cook on and blow hot air on me right now, so that should make nosing fun. Give it the little Matt Porter patented SJ right here. In the Heaven Hill, Glen. It's wild having a camera that can actually focus. Right off the bat. Sweeter than everything last week. You could definitely tell these are, I believe the E is the lower rye. Right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I can also pull up the info because I had it up last week. But I don't remember what I did with it. But I believe the E is the low rye. And it's sweet smelling. Yep. I believe so, Richie. Stay warm, Mike. Cheers. The heat will make Ben moist. Nah, the heat's going to make it harder to nose. Let's see here. I'm pulling the info up again. Just to make sure I'm not spewing bullshit. Why would it be easy to pull up? Here we go, yes. The B was the high rye. E, which these are, is the low rye. And this is the Q yeast, which is known as their floral essence. I'd say this is almost coming off a little buttery. Which is kind of a weird note, but it's like sweet and buttery. Almost, I mean, I guess you can go butter caramel, but all right, let's see. Cheers, y'all. A little thinner than I expected. The palates kind of bland on this one. That is correct, Richie. And Jake is doing some dry time too. Decaf coffee in the cup. Doing right up cigar of the year for 23. That's cool. You'll be posting that on Instagram, right, Jake? 175 for Red Spot in Ontario. Yeah, they're only taking advantage of us here for some reason, Peter. It's very weird. I'm bullshitting. Say it isn't true. Okay, it isn't true. And they are all 104 proof, Richie. They proofed them all to 104 so that they were equal. I'm going to have a little water. I'm going to try that one again. Because that is not exciting me at all right now. I hope my palate isn't off. Kind of plain bourbon. Not a whole lot going on with some spice on the finish. Very, very unimpressive. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, a little caramel note, but nothing exciting at all on that one. Very odd. To go to one that is many people's favorites, I'm going to jump now to OESK and see what that's about. Oh, right away, red fruit on the nose. That OESQ might just suck. Bourbon Loves Santa, a.k.a. Wise Guy Stew in the house. What up, homie? How you doing? Throw the OG a wrench. Make it official. Let me think about that. If I make you a wrench, I got to make somebody a super wrench. How do I feel about that? Let me look who's around. Richie Z is now a super wrench. So Richie Z can now keep wrenches in line. And because I did that, I will throw the OG a wrench. And we'll see what happens. Let's see, who else could get a super wrench? Who else could I trust for the super wrench in here? Who else would want the responsibility of a super wrench? I guess would be a better question also. While you ponder that, I'm going to nose this a little more. Oh, yeah. Sweet red fruits. Wish there was a mini crow. The wrench is a mini crow, kind of. Whoa. Okay, that was interesting. My monitor just blacked out for a second. I have two picks, an OESF and an OESK. Well, I'm nosing the OESK right now. It smells fruity. Maybe even a honey note. This smells delicious. Red fruit, me with a sunburn. Yeah, you're not wrong. Mike Franklin in the house. Good evening, man. How you doing? You're welcome, Richie. Keep Bourbon Santa in line. Make Richie Z a super wrench. He's already time me out tonight. There you go. Cheers to the wrenches. Cheers, sir. How you doing? Oh, yeah, look at that. Rusty isn't a mod. He is now. Anybody else not a mod? I'll keep nosing this. This smells delicious. This is just hitting me in the right places. Oh, yeah. John wasn't a mod. Fix that. That's fixed now, too. Oh, no. Here we go. Super Richie Z. There you go. Maybe we should just call him Super Z. What do you think? Only takes snap water better. There you go. Sean Lincoln in the house, a.k.a. Toasty Malone. Cheers, man. How you doing? Well, the reason I believe they proofed it down to 104 is because I'm guessing one of the recipes that sits low in the rick house was close to 104 barrel proof. So when they blended it, so they had to bring all the others down. But this OESK smells delicious. The possum crew in the house too, and they ain't modded. Let's fix that. Cheers to the possum crew. And with that, I'm going to get into this. Oh yeah, that carries on the palate. I do get almost a honey note on that. Almost like a plum. Not quite a plum, maybe a nectarine. Because I'm not getting the fuzz of the peach. Fuzzy peach, know what I'm saying? Well, OESK just pants to OESQ tonight. I'll tell you that. And again, that is these samples of the Four Roses 10 recipes. Obviously, single barrels vary. And yeah. Cheers, Jake. Got to cut out for a bit. Go write that thing up, man. Cheers. First time mod. Always wanted to say this. Ben, thanks for popping my cherry. You're welcome, John. And you're acting like it's the first time. Super Z. Yep. I like it. OESK is one of my favorites, Randall says. Yep. There you go. The Super Wrench dropping the links. Isn't Four Roses usually lower proof? It totally varies on the single barrels. I've seen as high as close to 130. I've never seen, I don't think, higher than that. I think they have a lower barrel entry proof. But I would say they usually come in the 110 to 120 range. Probably more closer to the 110. All right. Let's go OESF now. As of right now, I'm moving OESQ into last place and OESK into first place temporarily. Got a whole little Jenga thing going on here. And with that, OESF. Interesting. OESF is coming off floral. It's Peter White's birthday? Holy shit. Since it's my birthday, I will pour Four Roses 125th. Should I sing to Peter White? I don't know. What do you think? Should I embarrass Peter White? What do you guys think? With that, yeah. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Baker Drinks is being a bit of a size queen right now. Most single barrel Four Roses are 104. Yeah, the regulars are 100, but the single barrels can go higher. I thought the single barrels were 100 proofers. Am I wrong on that? They might be 104. More proof of that bullet equals Four Roses. Single barrels are also 104. Yeah, you know, it's not Four Roses. There you go. John's OESQ pick is 61.5%. Nice. Which OESV have been biggest O face? So far, the biggest O face is the OESK. But we're about to find out what the OESF does, Dustin. Cheers, man. Definitely very floral. Baker Drink says I should sing. Jay Sells, sing. Fine. Sing from Rusty. Sing from Z-Man. Higher, I would say OESK's best bears, Black Bear, Battlescar Galactica. There you go. Small batch select is 104. I believe that is correct. Hit him with the concerto. Fine. All right. Am I doing the Cartman or the real? Do the Maryland. I don't know if I can pull that one off, Dustin. I'll just go big time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Peter White. Happy birthday to you. There you go. That's what you get. All right. Let's hear how much of an ass I just made out of myself. Oh, where are we? Brent Elliott pick Eric has is 62.2. Wasn't I supposed to drink some OESF? Cheers, y'all. Oh, that's weird. That's coming through with a bitter note. That's weird. Rick's got 2 Four Roses Distillery picks and 119 plus. Yep, there you go. All right, Mr. Fulton. Cheers, man. Keep your head up. Loss sucks, but it is what it is. Life, unfortunately, goes on, man. Keep your head up. And with that Bonnie showing up, sounds like I tuned in at the right time. Happy birthday, Peter White. Hi, hon. How's Logan doing? Her nephew had a little bit of an incident. Let's go. Happy birthday. Yeah. Peter White, love to know the ages of the Four Roses samples. Yeah, they do not give any age statement on these. And many more. Whiskey Headsets are live at Carnegie Hall. Need the CD. There was a time when that was possible, but that hasn't happened. It wasn't. That went away a long time ago. Voice of an angel. I wouldn't go that far. Maybe a devil, not an angel. It's like I'm being sung happy birthday at an old Italian restaurant. I am an honorary Gins, so possibly. It's hard to troll you genuinely because you know who I am, so it takes the fun out of it. Plus, I appreciate you too, Stu. Stu, so that's the thing, man. Right? I tell everybody when I met you how genuine, real, and cool you were in person, how freaking nice you were. And I explained, he got into the OG internet trolling thing, and that's just his deal. If you don't want me to call you out anymore, I won't. But, it's, it is what it is, man. Everybody gets their jollies or gets their fun somehow else. And to quote my buddy Tony Two Toes, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. You know what I'm saying? So, do light trolling, man. Keep it light. Fuck with people like I do. Keep it light. Piss people off, but don't get thrown out of shit. You know what I mean? You got to maybe just notch it a little. Bring it down to like a 9 from an 11. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Cheers, Stu. Has anybody brought the Traveler whiskey? How's it taste? Dude, Traveler whiskey is bullshit, light whiskey and Canadian whiskey blended. There's no evidence that there's any bourbon in it at all. It was blended and bottled at Buffalo Trace. It is basically bottom shelf blended whiskey for 2 to 3 times more than it should cost. Have I tried it yet? No. Will I buy it? No. Will I taste it if somebody gives me a taste? Yes. And I am sure it will happen at a store or a sample or something. And everybody's going to find out it's just a tater bottle. Nothing else. I mean, literally, you put a sober, recovering alcoholic's name on the whiskey. Doesn't make any sense other than it's just a money grab. So, yeah. There you go. There's my hot take on the Traveler. The Traveler can suck it. Mr. Jiggs saying, happy birthday, Peter White. I'm impressed with the quality of your happy birthday. Well, I mean, I got to have some skills. Most people would say, as you would know, that my personality is not the thing that brings people in. Just saying. You know, I'm a little abrasive at times, and I fully own that. But I have some gifts and I have some major faults in life, and I try to ride both. But I am who I am. But thank you for the compliment. I am not good at taking compliments. So then, thank you, Z-Man. We got some applause. Your voice is a cross between Fergie and Jesus. Alrighty. I don't even know what to say to that one. Dustin's had 2 distillery picks. The distillery, way less bite than most local stores. Yep. Like Jesus mixed with Fergie. I don't know. That must be a reference that I don't know. But, all right. He's good. All right. Good news. Peter White, mute. Don't blame you. Where the hell did you get your hands on that bottle? That bottle's a freaking unicorn, man. Cheers to that. And now Noah's being a size queen. Girth Brooks in the house. Yuck anybody's yum. That's a new one. I love it. Like I say, I can't take credit for it, but, you know, yeah. It can do a 9. 4-year, teen-year OESK Elliott Select is 182. That's 14-year. That's got to be delicious, man. Oh, Buffalo Trace. That's why I keep seeing people talk about this Traveler stuff. Never heard more talk of something everything everyone hates. Yep, there you go. I'm done buying light whiskey unless it's finished in something I can't resist, or if it's really high proof and cheap. That's kind of my rules. Why buy a whiskey with a recovering alcoholic's name on it? Pavarotti would be proud. I doubt it. But, Bill says, suck it. Ben's milkshake, however, brings all the boys to the yard. Apparently it does. Ben has some gifts. Well, you know, I am 5'10" with size 13 feet. Just saying. Mr. Great Shot picked up a 1783 today. Is it the regular or is it the Hero Select? Great Shot, because the regular can be sweet and whatever. C. Jackson in the house. Let's snap. Cheers, everyone. Got some Blue Note barrel proof. There you go. Cheers, man. I need to get back in touch with you about that bottle swap. Need to start stacking these. They are delicious. So a place by me that has a set of picks. If you're interested, you can let me know. They have 2 Blue Note juke joint picks. And they're both actually no, there's 3 places near me. So if you do want to stack them, I can help you with that. Yes, we do. Absolutely, man. See, man, at Top Shelf Dustin, looks like you and I have never been timed out. What? Uh-oh. What's going on? Girth Brooks was timed out? Why was Girth Brooks timed out? Uh-oh. Z-Man. Oh, that's why. I see it. Okay. I mean, I let people curse here, but I see what you did, Z-Man. So, I'll allow it. And I'll fix Girth Brooks, so only Richie Z can time him out now. And it's sweet to you? It's sweet. Interesting. It is the 2023, right? I find that interesting. Okay, well, everybody's palate a little different. Timed out means you can't chat for a set amount of time because you did something not great. Wild. But again, everybody's palate's different, and you've been getting really into the smoke lately. So I could see the Evan Williams seeming sweet to you. Did you have it after a peat? You cannot have that after a peated bourbon. I mean, a peated scotch or a peated bourbon. If you have that after peat, it's going to taste like candy. I'd be curious if you tried it on a fresh palate or after peat. Anyway, I'm going to get back into this OESF one more time. Yeah. That's coming through with a weird bitterness in the front of the palate that I'm not loving. So, yeah, that's staying in fourth place right now because it's still better than the OESQ that had no taste. Oops, I dropped the F-bomb. Remember our conversation with Starlight? No, it's okay. F-bombs are okay here, man. I'm probably the only channel that has all comment moderation turned off. You could say whatever you want here. You weren't wrenched at the moment. As long as it's in context, if you're saying F this person, they could suck my, then maybe we'll have to reel it in a little bit. But other than that, man, I live in New York. Fuck isn't a word. It's a comma. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You absolutely can. I have found nothing makes bourbon taste more delicious than after a heavily peated scotch. I mean, it makes it taste like dessert. One of the things I did was I had, I think it was Ardbeg. And then after Ardbeg, I had Weller Antique 107. And that Weller Antique 107 literally tasted like a piece of candy. So you can. No, he did start off with the Evan Williams. Interesting. Teach their own. At least it was only a $20 bottle, man. I still think you'll go to it more than you think. All right. There you go. I mean, it is called Whiskey Uncensored, not Whiskey Pearl Clutchers. You're right, man. That is for sure correct. All right. Let's go to OESV. Why not? Needs the SJ. Nose on this is reminding me of last week. The OESV is a little herbal. Maybe even a little vegetal. Reminded me a lot of the high rise last week. I mean, I wonder why. The V is the delicate fruit yeast strain, but right now I am not picking up fruit on the nose at all. I would say herbal. Danny is snoring behind me. Don't know if that's being picked up by the microphone. But yeah. All right. It's coming off very herbal. Cheers, y'all. Spicy on the front. I would almost say wouldn't call it berry. It's not citrus. There is a sweet note in the mid palate, though. With the spice on the finish. It's kind of nice. Trying to place the sweetness, though. It's not a berry. It's not a red fruit. It's not candy. Almost like, there's a weird reference, but a red licorice without the red flavor. Like a sweet piece of licorice. I don't know, there's something in it that's reminding me of red licorice, but it doesn't have that bright red cherry, artificial cherry note. but there's a candy sweetness there without a whole lot to it. So I do like that. Because it's not a cherry note. Maybe even a little bubblegummy, actually. Maybe a little pink candy, a little bubblegum thing going on there. I'll go with that. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to put that in second right now, which is interesting where it is. And let's see what's going on in chat before I get into the last one. Recipe 8, OESO, which is also a big favorite of people. This would be the low rye, high corn, rich fruit mash bill. Bill had Lafroig 1815 the other night. All I could taste was salmon fat and smoke. There you go. Has anyone tried the Redemption rum finish? Just came in my local shop. I have not. I've been curious on, but I have not tried it. But I mean, it's MGP finished in rum. It probably doesn't suck. I actually picked up a bottle recently of Templeton rye finished in maple syrup casks. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently, at some point, they did a barrel finish series, and it's MGP finished in maple syrup. I don't think it's going to suck. It's only like a 92 proofer, but it's MGP 95.5 finished in maple syrup. I don't think it's going to suck. Cheers from Las Vegas. Cheers. ASMR whiskey. If you're not subscribed to ASMR whiskey, then you don't like ASMR or whiskey. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Mr. Great Shot, just ate some brisket and ribs, so I'm leaning towards a pour of oogie. Can't really go wrong there, man. Although it's kind of like eating brisket again. Royard does cocktails in the house. There you go. What's going on, man? Cheers. What are those XO drinks? Are they good in winter? XO drinks? Do you mean cognac? I'm not sure what you mean by XO drinks. Don't know. Cheers, man. StreamYard chat seems to be like out of order tonight. It's very odd. Because I'm seeing people cheers people that I haven't even seen popped up yet. Which is a very odd thing. I don't know. Unless they blocked me, and then I wouldn't be able to see it. It's interesting. Why somebody would be in my chat that blocked me, that would be weird. But, huh. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the chat tonight. I only tried Foursquare rum and it's okay. Yeah, I'm not a lover of Foursquare. I'm not a rum lover. I know a lot of people in this community, especially Darrell's a huge rum fan, the Whiskey Saint. It's not my jam. I've tried. It kind of all just tastes sweet to me. Thought Templeton distilled. They just started distilling their own stuff. Originally, they were sourcing and not disclosing it, and then they got sued for it. And then it was revealed that it was all MGP, and I believe at that time they actually bought a still and started distilling after that. And I did see that they just released their first bourbon, I believe, with an amazing amount of transparency on the label. I wonder why. What's going on here? Why don't I see Whiskey Food Dude either? What is going on with my thing? Oh, there we go. It just refreshed. Dave Vogelsang, 2XO question mark. X2X. I'm not sure. Cognac XO. The person to talk to about cognac is Bourbon Bowler. Bourbon Bowler Lee is the cognac man. I don't know shit about cognac. That is definitely who you want to talk to about cognac. What is this? Paul, super sticker, and it doesn't show me what the super sticker is. Paul, you don't need to do that, man. Cheers. I appreciate it, dude. You're a beautiful human. Thank you very much, man. You don't need to do that. And looking over on YouTube, the sticker says, "You are amazing." No, you are amazing, sir. I am a fart at best. Cheers to you, Paul. Cheers to you, Paul, with this OESO. Mark's correct. Don't forget to hydrate and hit that thumbs up. Appreciate that, Mark. Now we'll hydrate after this OESO. Nose is a little muted on this. And it's interesting. Very few other distilleries really talk about the yeast making a difference. And these all taste vastly different. And the only real difference is the yeast strain. And, of course, the barrels they were in. But a lot of ethanol on this nose. So I tried to blow the ethanol out, and I just blew it all over myself. Awesome. Now that I'm wearing whiskey and there's whiskey in my beard, that's going to make shit more interesting. Yeah, this one, nose is very muted on this OESO. There's definitely some kind of fruit thing going on through the ethanol. But it is really off-gassing hard. Like, I'm getting ethanol shooting up my nose. But there's some kind of fruit thing going on in there for sure. I think YouTube is having moments. You're once again showing with Russian aviation video thumbnails. I mean, maybe they're getting DDoSed. I don't know. Well, I'm going to try this OESO. I'm not getting much on the nose of it. Cheers to Paul Whiskey Food Dude, and cheers to all 39 of you still watching this shit show. Cheers. Very mild on the front of the palate. Kind of a berry / cherry thing going on. It's like almost like a not fully ripe cherry. So it's almost coming off a little tart. It's making my like salivary glands like squeeze. There's like a pleasant tartness to it. That's interesting. It's making me salivate, which is taste is not very present, but it's almost like it doesn't taste like a Sour Patch Kid or anything, but it's like that effect it's having on my mouth. Like I'm almost drooling. That is interesting. Let me have some water and try that again. Don't forget to hydrate, you all. And here's the roll. And for anybody who doesn't know, raise a glass to Deathless Dan. He's taking a hiatus from YouTube. Probably of the term of about a year, possibly longer. He does believe he'll post some stuff. He'll be more active on Instagram, but he isn't going to be streaming and not drinking. And it's for positive reasons. I want to stress that. It's good things, but do want to raise a glass to him. Dan, you're a fucking legend, man. You inspired the way I'm doing YouTube now, because I used to try and do something like this with a pub running, but then he showed me you could do kind of content and then have a pub. And yeah, I will completely admit to biting off his game. But Dan's a fucking legend. And egg roll rules. So cheers. Yeah, I was doing some wild things. Worst thing I ever tasted was the Myers Dark Rum Finish and Sazerac Rye Barrels. Oh, good morning. Danny just woke up for a second. Yeah, I've avoided those kind of like the plague. Rum is made from sugarcane and molasses, so it's no surprise it's sweet as hell. Correct. And then they usually put sugar back in it. At least you don't have that stupid heart thing in the corner of chat. Yep. I kill the heart. Not a fan of the heart. I hate the heart. So I murder the heart. And I try to teach other channels how to murder the heart, but they don't all listen. Overall, bourbon has strict rules compared to other drinks. Enlighten us on this. But there's a lot of rules on bourbon because people were messing with bourbon. So, I mean, there's a whole list of rules on bourbon, but I don't know what you mean by enlighten on it. I mean, the number one thing is you can't add stuff to it and call it bourbon. However, there are a lot of stupid loopholes going on now. I actually saw a meme earlier today about it, where the law says, and it is actually a law, says you cannot add anything basically besides water to bourbon and have it still called bourbon. You can't put any additives in it. And the meme said, well, we don't put any additives in the bourbon. We put the additives in the barrel first. That's where you have like all the good time stuff. And, people are seasoning the barrels and putting blueberry or honey or apricot or jelly or pepper or whatever the hell they're putting in there in the barrels. They let it dry and then they throw the bourbon in. So technically the bourbon's just being poured into a seasoned barrel, but nothing's being added to the bourbon. I thought that was a very interesting take, and it's completely true. Why do you think that when you put whiskeys in a wine barrel, they turn more red or they pick up the flavors of the wine? Because there's still wine in there. But yeah, that's, one of the key differences. Best rum Jay has was a Nashville Barrel Company 7-year, 142 proof single barrel pick. Oh, there you go. And I believe that is sourced from Foursquare. I believe. That's probably really good, but still not my jam. Yeah, Peter White has a bunch of rum, but I've lost interest. Yeah. Noah says, the only rum I keep in the house is Kilo Kai because it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Never heard of it, but interesting. Rolling Fork uses Foursquare rum finished in bourbon barrels, and they're very good. Yeah. It's just not my jam, but a lot of people do love it. I will not deny that. There you go. Great shot saying cheers to the Deathless Dogs. Absolutely. Rob D, cheers to Dan. Z-Man, cheers to Dan. At first, the idea of varying the yeast strain seems overly complicated, but all bourbon is made with the same grains. Yeast is probably what makes different distilleries taste different. It's definitely one of the things, Andrew. Wow, I am behind in chat. So while I catch up more, I'm going to taste straight through these again and come up with a final order. OESQ first. Yeah, that buttery sweetness is still there on the nose. Maybe even more prominent now. Everybody cheersing Dan. Always the best vibe. Yeah, Dan's the dude. Cheers to Dan. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, Deathless Dan and Agro. Absolutely. I hope he sees this. Cheers, Jigs is cheersing everybody. Cheers, Jigs. Let's see here. Eric has a Riverset rum pick finished in rye barrels. Meh. There you go. Sean in the house. Whiskey Wars. The faster way to 4 to 6 Fastest way is a 4 to 6 inch blade through the sternum. Tell me how you really feel, Sean. Cheers, man. Unless you're 13th colony. Unless you're 13th colony, what? You believe that bullshit? I mean, there are a lot of places that are putting in seasoning cubes. 2XO might be one of them, where it's basically like condensed wood extract. So there's a lot of trickery going on, and the TTB doesn't seem to know how to handle any of it. Yep. There we go. Everybody's saying what's up to Sean. Well, laws ban blending Dickel into things called bourbon. Unfortunately, Dickel qualifies as bourbon, even though it sucks. Follows the rules. It follows the rules, man. Even if they can't figure out how to make it good. Well, cheers with the OESQ. A light caramel. Just nothing going on this one. OESQ is definitely staying near the bottom. Worst rum. Havana Club finished in Isla casks. Horrible. That sounds pretty freaking bad, actually. Condensed wood. There's a new nickname for you. Yeah, there you go. I'm a grower, not a shower, man. What can I say? All right, let's go to this OESF again. Again, vegetal, a little herbal. Yeah. Cheers. Man, it's carrying that bitter note. I almost wonder if there was a not great barrel in this batch that tainted the batch. I'm going to move that below OESQ. I'm moving that in last place because I'd rather have a bland whiskey than, well, I don't know. But this one's actually unpleasant. Like when I do the master blend of all these tonight, I don't even think I'm going to include that one. OESF tonight is hard thumbs down. All right. Let's try that OESO again. Still not a lot on the nose. There's less ethanol now. I would actually say I'm getting some char on it now. Actually, like some wood char. That's interesting. I'm actually feel like I'm nosing oak on this. Like actual charred oak. Interesting. Cheers with the OESO. Again, a subtle sweetness, but it's just making my salivary glands go crazy. Like, I don't know if you can see it. My face is actually like sucking in a little. That might need to be a wild card. Because next week, when I do my finale in this, if all goes to plan, I was only going to have the top 4, but maybe I'll bring the OESO in as a wild card. Because I'm not getting super flavors on it, but just the way my actual physical reaction to it is really interesting. It's not something that happens often. Well, let's go with what was my second place after the first round, the OESV. Oh, no, not the taint. Taint is not good. You're not wrong. But it is what it is, and it taint what it taint. Sean's vote is for OESK. From memory, that is my favorite. Well, that is currently in first place tonight for the E's, but we will see if it stays there. So let's see what the OESV is bringing to the table now. Again, like an herbal, but more sweet this time through. There's an inherent sweetness on the nose, but it's almost like smelling sugar, if that makes sense. It's not reminding me of anything other than it's sweet. So let's see. Cheers, you all, with the OESV. Sweet and spicy. Kind of that tart fruit, like a slightly unripened fruit thing going on again. Maybe like a tart peach. Because it's not cherry, but it's like it's not a fully ripened fruit, so it's like sweet, but it's a little not sweet, if that makes any sense. But it's really enjoyable. Probably more so than a not fully ripened fruit. Might be better than a normal Glen. It might be. The mini Glen technique is really a something I've learned from Irene Tan. And ironically, that's what my OESK is in, is a Whiskey Mentors Sip With Me mini Glen. And yeah, I'm digging the OESV. Looks like tonight's first pour is going to be Sagamore Double Oak. Andrew, I'm going to need to buy another Sagamore Double Oak soon because I don't have a backup. And that's all I got left. Because it is a killer bottle. Sagamore Double Oak is phenomenal. Sagamore is never the wrong choice. You're not wrong, Noah. I own a lot of Sagamore, probably 15 to 20 bottles of Sagamore. However, I have heard of trouble from the Di Serono of what Di Serono is going to be doing to Sagamore. So I have my worries about the future there. Which is why I'm glad I probably already have a lifetime supply of Sagamore. But you're not wrong. With that, let's pull the OESK. Yeah, this is the only one that's fruit forward on the nose of all of these. Miami freezing their ass off in KC tonight. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing football. You want to try their sherry cask? I could sample you on that, Noah. Send me a text or an email. I'll put you together some of my Sagamores if you want. I can hit you with that. Can deliveries are again going out now that the holidays are over and life is starting to calm down a little, but today has been wild. All right, OESK. That's not even close. That is sweet, delicious. Almost like a fruit compote thing going on. OESK number one, not even a question. Tonight, that's delicious. I kind of hate that I may be in the OESK camp because so many people love OESK, but maybe there's a reason. So I'm eliminating these two. And now I'm just going to have a OBSO versus OVSV to have my final ranking. feel like there's older whiskey in this OESO. That must be what's causing me to salivate so much. And the OESV is really enjoyable. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Last place to first place. Fifth place. A little bitter. Not good. Possibly even a bad batch. Recipe number 10. OESF. Ironically, in fourth place, recipe number 9, OESQ. Third place, recipe number 8, OESO. Second place, this is kind of wild because it's completely in order. It's the order it came out of the box, even though I originally scrambled and went middle out and went randomly. Second place, recipe number 6, OESV. And in first place, I would call it not even close. And no, I was wrong. But that was number 6, and this was number 7. But first place, by a wide margin, recipe number 7, OESK. So, yeah. And again, these are what I'm getting out of these samples that Four Roses put out. You know, are different single barrels of all different recipes going to be delicious? Absolutely, because they're single barrels. You never know what happens. The right wind blows by that barrel, the right piece of oak is in that barrel, and it just makes it magical. So that's my findings tonight. So next week, if all goes to plan, we're going to have some big changes with the channel. And that big change is HBR is coming back soon. And for anyone who knows, Chris Hotberry Rolls Britain, he pretty regularly went, not pretty regularly, he regularly went Saturday nights. And when he had to take a year-long hiatus, I kind of stepped in to keep the seat warm, to give people a place to hang out. Did I do it justice? I would say absolutely not. But I did what I could do, and I gave people a place to hang out here. So, as Dan is now taking a hiatus, and with my work schedule, and people know I have been missing a lot of Saturday nights, especially over the summer, and even recently, it's been very hard for me to do Saturday nights reliably. Yeah, I even showed up late tonight. So, for the near future, I am planning on going to Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. Could I still pop up on a Saturday? Sure. But I work from home on Fridays, and I want people to have a place to hang out on Thursdays, and I think it will be better for me life-wise to go Thursday nights. Also, Mark goes Thursday night, so it would actually be cool to hand off to Mark, have kind of be a pre-show for Mark, and be able to move over, you know, and be able to hand off. And then I also have a hard cutoff to the stream because I do have to work, even though I work from home, the next morning. So I think it's going to work out. So I believe I'm going to do my finals next Thursday, and it's going to be. Originally, I was going to do 4, but I think I'm going to put the OESO in to do another 5 as a wild card. It's going to be OBSK, OBSV, OESK, OESV, and OESO. will be the finals. And I may even give away a single barrel proof Four Roses next week to start the Thursday streams, if I can find somebody to track for it. I'm throwing that idea around. I think people might be into that. I recently got my hands on one. So yeah, that's kind of my plan right now. I had talked about it with Dan prior. I'm sure some other people may want to go to Thursdays too. Thursday's already a little busy. You have the likes intermittently at different times on Thursdays. You have Clifton at 10 p.m., I believe it is, 10 or 11. I forget with the time zone differences. And that'll also give Vic kind of Saturday nights. It'll be HBR handing off to Vic. So I think it'll work out well, personally. I think it spreads it out a little. I am not happy to not be drinking with Dan for the next year or so, but I love the dude and I want him to be good, and he needs to take care of him for a little bit. So that's how I want to do things. I hope it works out. Yeah, that's kind of it. Kind of interested what people think on that. And with that, I'm going to make the master blend, except for I'm going to leave the OESF out. I'm keeping that separate, but I'm going to blend the other four and see what it tastes like. Because that one just had this really harsh bitter note that I don't want coming into the rest of these. There you go. Master blend of the top four. Let's see what's going on in chat. JH just got a sherry cask Sagamore. Need to open it? Yes, you do. It's delicious. I've been told, Noah's saying, I've been told sherry cask Sagamore can compete with Midwinter's Night Dram. In my opinion, it pantses Midwinter's Night Dram. Unless you're talking about like a batch 4, batch 5, or earlier Midwinter's Night Dram. Then it might hang. Batch 9, batch 10, batch 11 Midwinters. Now, the Sagamore Sherry Cask is going to kick it down the street, in my opinion. Cheaper, more available. I don't know about the more available. They made almost 200,000 bottles of Midwinter's Night Dram this year. I believe it was 189,000 was the actual release number. So I don't know if it's more available, but it's definitely half the price. And in my opinion, it's delicious. There you go. Peter's gone through a bottle and a half. And another bunkered. Yep. Rob Diaz, an OESO that's Twizzlers and Red Hots. Love it. Yeah. I have a number of single barrels and they're all delicious. This, again, is what I'm finding out of this sample box, you know? Do you think the Four Roses sampler is worth $150? Fuck no. Like I said, I think I paid $80 for this. It was either $80 or $90 in Kentucky. Hell no on the 150, Jay. Hell no. Thought I did great. Well, thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. I like it. Okay. I'm not sure what you like, but I like it too. And cheers with the Mega Blend. Oh, that's yummy. Love it, man. Sean, I like the plan. I will still be hungover 2 days in a row. It'll just be a different 2 days. Well, dude, you got to work Fridays, so maybe you'll just have a little bit, you know? Moderation can work. Just saying. Richie's out of here. Cheers and night, man. I'm out for the night. Cheers, Richie. My super wrench. Cheers, man. Everybody's saying goodnight to Richie. JH says sounds good. Don't forget the bottom four blend. Maybe combined they will compete. True. You know what I'll do? I'll drink half of this and then I'll throw this weird one in. Peter White, past my bedtime. Only replays. Yeah. Mark, yeah, but Mark's a great dude. If you ever are awake, I seriously recommend hanging with Mark. He's my dude. And with that, 30 people still watching. Let's turn this into a pub. Probably lose some people. Maybe some people will come hang out. Dropping that link. Gonna pin it. And yeah, let's see if anybody wants to come hang out. Maybe I'll get some opinions. We'll see. Did that pin? Doesn't look like it pinned. No, it says it's pinned. I don't know. And with that, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who warmed up for me today. What's up, gorgeous?
What's up, people?
Did you put down some chili?
I did. I had 2 big bowls. That's probably gonna, lead to some things later, but it was delicious. So
Nice. And speaking of somebody who will lead to some things later. What's up, man?
What's up, brothers?
How you doing?
how's it going down at the wharf there, Z?
Hey, one fish bucket at a time, brother.
That's it. That's how we do it.
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Well, you guys are here. I'm going to check my phone for updates on my mother and Bonnie's nephew.
Tell you those barrel proofs I was ringing earlier, that they hit kind of hard since I was on an empty stomach, but I'm feeling a little better now.
Was that the ones you were drinking tonight on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically all barrel proof stuff, and I hadn't eaten dinner, so
It happens.
yeah.
To all of us. Oh yeah.
Yeah, good stuff though, Ben. Good stream, man. I mean, not that it's over, but doing wine.
Yeah, I hear you. But the content part of the stream is over.
Yeah, that's something. Phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Yeah, man. Like I said in chat, OESK is always been my favorite. But to your point, they're single barrels, so they can vary. So, but generally,
I got a single barrel from like 2 years ago, but it doesn't tell me the recipe, and it's really good. So I have no idea what it is.
if it's just a shelfer, those are all the same, aren't they? Ben, all the shelfer. What is that? That's it's an OB something, right?
Oh, it's either OBSV or OESV. Let me see. I have the webpage open.
I feel like
You're talking about the regular single barrel?
Yeah, I feel like all the shelfers are OB something.
Yeah, and it's something I got out of top.
Shelfer is OBSV, yes.
Already then. Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's their high rye mash. And I don't like it as, I mean, everybody's different, but I don't like it as much. That said, I mean, it's still very good whiskey. So
Yeah, it's a spice. It tastes like a spicy bourbon.
hey, what's up, J-Max? Cheers, buddy.
Just kill the bottle and buckle.
Max object in the ER, so we pulled her and checked the trip around. And cool dog. Okay.
I'm gonna have a little bit of the bottle that got me started.
Sounds like Bonnie's nephew's doing better too, so that's good. And my mom's on heavy meds, so everybody's good.
Hey, I envy your mom.
Well, she had a crown break. They're on vacation. She had a crown break, had to go to a different dentist to make a temporary crown. So her mouth was hurting and she was a little out of it. So she took a trip and fall and busted up her knee and her arm. So she went to the ER today because she had like a couple of knots. They checked, nothing broken, but they gave her some pain pills and she's flying now. And then after the ER, the temporary crown broke that they made her yesterday.
Jesus.
Nice.
Well, she was eating a waffle, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that must have been one toasty waffle.
She said it was soft. So it's all good. Life's an adventure,
Yeah.
Left that waffle in the waffle maker a little too long, apparently.
Yeah. A little blue waffle.
Any word on what they gave her?
Tramadol.
Tramadol? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be in my top 3, but it's all right.
Well, you don't exactly get a choice.
No.
I don't know about that. You can kind of request. You have to do it subtly, but
That makes me sick, or that makes me sicker.
yeah.
That's how
You
you
just
talk
pretend
about
to be
it.
allergic to things until they say the one you want.
I guess that's the way to do it.
Cheers, GT Mustang.
C. Jackson loves that Four Roses. Yep. Not trying to toot my own horn, but you could scroll back and see me see team OESK. There you go.
Heck yeah.
So what's funny is I believe my favorite Four Roses pick I own is it's an OESQ or I think it's an OBSQ actually. And the reason I love it is it had the flavor note I get on it is Swedish fish. The red
really?
cherry Swedish fish.
Yeah.
That's the flavor notes I get on it.
Huh.
Like literally like artificial gummy red candy.
Yeah, John was saying he's big on that note as well. That's not really my favorite thing, but I know
It's
a lot
not
of people
my favorite
do.
note, but it's my favorite note I've gotten on a Four Roses. Well, except for an LE. LEs are a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now you're talking 16, 20-year-old whiskey. It's another ballgame. Oh, and maybe I'll crack one of those afterward on Thursday, too.
There you go.
Maybe add a sample of that to the giveaway. If
I got an LE sample here somewhere.
There you go.
I don't know where in all of the samples.
Getting a crown put in next Tuesday. Can't wait. Well, hopefully the temporary holds up till then, Eric. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
Travel is okay, but not too great. Well, for the 100 other meds my mother's on, it's doing the job. I mean, that's the part of the other thing too, is with her all her other meds, they have to balance, you know.
Yeah.
Bill saying tier 3 or better. Give me a couple of Watsons. I don't know the reference.
It's drug related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gotta think about that for a
I
second.
usually know most of those, though. I don't know that one.
No, I think T3 is Tylenol 3, so it has like some codeine mixed in that.
Yeah,
or,
that I know, but I don't know
yeah,
Watson.
But that's how they.
But
That's what
I
they call
believe.
it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was thinking he was talking Four Roses. No, he was talking. Yeah.
I mean, I maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that. I mean, those two sentences combined make me think we're not talking about Four Roses.
Peter votes team OBSV. OBSV tier 6. Like I said, any recipe can be great with a single barrel. What's interesting, though, is that we don't even know if these are single barrels or blends. We don't know what they did with this.
No.
I mean, with the amount they created, I got to think they weren't dumping single barrels. They probably made 10 vats and threw it down a bottling line, but who knows? Old Pirate Bourbon in the house. Cheers, bourbon friends and community. Cheers, Old Pirate Bourbon.
To put that sample pack together,
Yeah, that's a T3. Got it, but I don't know what a Watson is. Or unless a Watson's 10 and T3 is 5.
No. Okay. So those are the dosages in milligrams of the.
Oh, I know. Codeine versus Tylenol.
Yes.
No. Well, yeah.
That's been around for years. T3.
Yeah.
And it's not something you can get over the counter.
Yeah. Unless you're in Canada. It is something you get over the counter. A little something to know. If you ever visit Canada, you can just go in a pharmacy and ask for AAC, which is aspirin, acetaminophen, and codeine.
And now you can't get a narcotic over the counter unless you go to a doctor every 30 days. Which is
not in Canada.
Ridiculous.
Good morning. Hello, Mr. Wagtail. Danny has awoken.
Oh, okay.
Hi. You want to come be on stream?
Say heck yeah.
He's got a little every few seconds he's going like this with his tail. Like a little wag. What's up? You want to come be on stream? Come here. What do you want? You want more chicken, don't you?
Mm.
I
Who
grabbed
doesn't?
myself a Chinese food earlier, so I got him steamed chicken. Dude lost his mind pretty much.
Yeah, I got
You give dogs chimkin, they kind of lose their mind.
I got a 15-pound puppy, Ben, that she loves chicken.
Yeah, he's 23, 24 pounds.
I think she
A
weighs probably
pure
like 50.
muscle butthead.
Mine weighs 15 pounds.
There you go. I dropped one of those earlier today too, but at least there's enough of him that he's kind of a dog, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of the cognac, man, there he is, Bourbon Baller Lee in the house. Cheers, man. How you doing?
Cheers, Lee.
Is
And
Lee
he
a,
looks like he's 10 pours deep. He laid down again.
is Lee a
Cheers,
cognac guy?
Cheers, Burton. You never answered me. Oh, Lee is a huge cognac guy.
That explains his hatred for Texas, then, because
He's actually I don't know if he wants me to talk about this or not. But I mean, he is actually I would call him a professional in cognac. He can tell me if I can divulge that information or not.
right, yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, yeah,
Right.
I mean, because cognac is so freaking sweet, so that explains why he doesn't like Texas stuff.
Right. Whiskey, I said, do you remember when Four Roses products you could get here was the bottom shelf stuff? Yep. That's all most people knew was the 80 proof for Four Roses.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Baller, earlier, Sandeep was asking about what XO is. He was asking about cognac. So, yeah, I told him you were the man to talk to about cognac.
How about a little VSOP, huh?
Well, better than VS.
Just barely though. It's
J-Max saying cognac finishes so yum. So I have actually found lately a couple of cognac finishes that blew my mind. One of them was, and thanks to Burton, 1318 Shelby, that just showed up in chat, snagged me he had sent me a blind of all Chattanooga. And they had something that was they called it a centennial cask. It was 100-year-old brandy cask.
Holy shit.
And it was unbelievably delicious when I tried it. And yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I had another cognac finish recently. I'm trying to remember what it was, which was also like really shocked me how much I enjoyed it.
I gotta say, Lee, VSOP, that takes me back to my old life, man. A lot of that.
Well, he's saying that, yeah, VSOP, he's saying you should start somewhere so you have room to go up to XO.
Yeah. Well, or just go.
And he's even thrown in there the Sean, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Black and Milds and VSOP and playing spades. Yeah, good times.
Armagnac is really good. Where you at, J-Max? Yeah, see, he's looking for a suggestion. Throw him some suggestions. Old Elk Cognac was really good. The Hirsch Cognac finish. See, the Hirsch I didn't love because I felt it took away from the true Willet profile and that they raised the price on what they had left of the Willet barrels by adding it to a cognac barrel and putting it out for $175. So I mean, that was my opinion of it. I only had about an ounce of it, but it kept me from buying it. But again, that was my phone. There you go. He's saying, go Frappin' VSOP. There you go, Sandeep. Frappin' VSOP. Is that correct, Bowler?
It won't cheap.
Nope.
That's true. I mean, depends on the brand, but the one I'm thinking of was quite cheap. I also would not recommend it.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm guessing it's Frappin' VSOP. I'm sure Bowler will
Correct us.
testify. Maybe I'll pick up one too, because I've never tried that either. State of Florida is buying prescription drugs now from Canada,
Oh,
saving
there's
$150 million a year. That's interesting.
fresh pop. Always the best.
Here we go. I had to look it up for old time's sake.
Hello. The Lord 25-year Armagnac and around 80-ish, remember. So I will say this. I got the Lord Napoleon, and I did not like that at all. It's a cheap Armagnac by Delord, and I did not. If I'm going straight up old school, major brands, Remy VSOP is better than the others. But you would go Frappin VSOP? What is this, Sean?
That's-
Oh. Sean, do you know the E and J song?
I'm sure I've probably heard it because like that bottle right there was a very regular part of my life when I was a young man. So
Let me see if I can get the E and J song real quick. It's one of my favorite earworms of all time.
I've never seen that bottle.
you're a better man for not have seen it.
It's never a bad thing. Sometimes it's to learn something new. It's way better than Remy.
Yeah, not in
Mute
this
myself
case.
for a second while I make sure I get the right one.
I've probably had more hangovers due to that bottle than any other single liquor on the planet. So
Yeah, there's stuff out there like that, but I grew out of that years ago.
and yeah, Lee is correct. E and J is straight trash.
Is that what it is? Is it Ernst and Julio?
In fairness, Lee, I was never buying it. It was just available all the time.
Yeah.
My associates were fans.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40. This shit like 25.
Hell yeah.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40. This shit like 25.
I do remember that. That was good stuff.
And when I'm feeling
I'm
broke,
guessing you're not playing the original because of copyrights.
There is one that has it dubbed on, but
Oh, okay.
I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a short anyway, so it's good. It
Yeah,
just
it
makes it more funnier.
And that is the only reason to buy that bottle is because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
He says, when I'm dead and broke, E and J by my side.
Mm. Mm.
Frappin is way better than Remy. There you go. Is that Ernest and Julia Gal? I don't know. Lee would be the one who would probably know.
Yeah, honestly, that was a bottle we kept around just so we could tell the ladies that we had cognac because they didn't know.
Cognac and sugar. There are a few that don't.
Well, sometimes you want to, when you're hanging out with the ladies, you want to be a baller.
Want to be a baller.
Baller. One of your blades on the Impala.
Hello, get laid tonight.
What's the next line? Swisher rolled tight, getting blazed tonight. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a great track. There you go. My way. No. Lady is the lady's man's drink.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that for some reason, when you tell ladies that you have cognac at a party, that seems to do something for them. I can't say why that is, but you know, they seem to think it's a good thing.
It's more bougie.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little did they know that almost every single time we had E&J, it was usually the cheapest bottle on the bar. But
right. You pulled out JD Old Number 7. People look at you like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, we weren't getting crazy bougie, but like I remember, what was the regular?
There's so much nasty shit out there. I grew up in the Mad Dog age, the old Thunderbird in the bottle.
I mean, I've been a 101 guy for decades, so like that was always around. I was never been a Jack guy. Like, I mean, I would drink it if it was there, but
well, I mixed it with Coke all the time.
Well, see, I was drinking straight before it was even cool. I just drank out of the bottle.
There you go.
Colt 45, hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I was partial to the OEs personally.
Somebody was talking about Colt 45 the other night.
Me.
That was the first beer I drank as a teenager. I was probably 15 years old, and I went to my buddy's house. His parents were gone, and we were drinking Colt 45. I was like, oh my God.
You know what? So what was the other one? So there was Colt, there was Oldie, and there was a third brand that was fairly big. I'm not remembering it now.
We had Hams.
There was St. Ides.
Schlitz. Schlitz, maybe.
Schlitz, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you could get in Florida. In Florida, you could only get 32s because for some reason Florida wouldn't sell 40s.
Strawberry Hill Boone's Farm.
That's a hangover right there. Oh my God.
Peter White, last pour this up. Millstone 1996 American Virgin Oak cast strength Dutch single malt. Jesus Christ, that sounds amazing. I wonder what a bottle of that costs in the United States.
Yeah, one night we did a blind.
J-Max had the beast first.
There you go. One night we did a blind of Oldie, Colt, and Schlitz. And granted, we weren't using fancy glasses like they were just pouring it in pint glasses. But Colt 45 won for 3 of the 4 of us, and Oldie came in second kind of unanimously.
We used to do illegal drag racing years ago, and me and a buddy took his 1974
It ain't illegal
Dodge.
if you don't get caught.
That's right.
We took his 1974 Dodge Diplomat. We parked it on the lawn. We were laying on a hood. It was 3 a.m. We're watching the sun. And he had a 12-pack of Blatz beer. And he's like, man, I need to get the oxidation out this car. And I said, let's try the beer and see what it does. We took that old 12-pack. It made that car shiny. That was
you know what my first car was? A 78 Diplomat.
Yeah, those are cool cars, man.
I love that thing.
My buddy was like,
it had the leaning tower of power in it.
My buddy was like 6'5", 260 pounds, and I'm like 6 foot, 260-ish. But he always looked like my bodyguard every time we went somewhere. Nobody messed with either one of us.
I mean, Rick, I think you know exactly what it says. Just saying. I don't think we even need to say what it says. Mickey's, King Cobras, Schlitz malt liquor, Bull. Oh, I remember
the Bull. Hell yeah.
I remember when Strawberry Hill was still called Tickle Pink.
There was a particular neighborhood where the Bull cans were everywhere. Like it was just littered the entire. They were just covered. The whole neighborhood was just covered in Schlitz Bull cans.
Those are good beers back then. Hams was good. Coke was good back then.
I mean, like
Danny has
How cute.
Man, he stinks. Thank God he's. I would give him a bath, but he's getting groomed Thursday, so
Yeah, you leave him alone.
we're paying for it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, some dogs you can't groom them every day.
Nah, he needs a bath. He stinks. We had all these torrential rains here and stuff, and yeah, he stinks like a dog. Here, let me put the cam where people would actually want to see. Yeah, what's up? Now that I have an adjustable camera, there we go.
There you go.
There's Doggo.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah, he's 23, 24 pounds of butthead. Why isn't the camera panning? That's weird.
There you go. I'm up in now.
There you go.
There you go.
There. Say what's up. Say what's up to the people. Talking to the mic.
Talk to the people.
You butthead.
But Dad, what do you want, Dad?
Results are in. Baker Drink says Travelers is booty juice. Did they go live or do a video or something?
No, they did a review here a day or two ago.
No, okay.
They had the Four Roses LE. They managed to get a hold of a bottle of that. Yeah, that review you guys got to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know what the last one they did. They just did one today, I think. Or yes.
Name that Fun Lots review. Okay. They are live now. Oh, okay. They said they weren't going live earlier, but I guess they went. Okay, cool. Whatever.
That's okay. Let them go live.
You're being a butthead. He's at the point he probably wants to go to bed already. But when Bonnie gets here, she'll go to bed with him.
That's a West Coast thing.
Oh yeah, and the Traveler lost, I presume. Hard.
I didn't see that video.
How could it win anything unless it's going up against other shitty whiskey? So
Yeah, I mean, if they put it against Seagram 7 and what else could they put it against? What else is a garbage blended whiskey?
yeah, I mean, there's
like the Beam. What is that? The Beam 8-star, and the like the real bottom shelf trash, and the Traveler is like 4 times the price. All the channels are getting views with the Traveler. Yeah, well, I'm not wasting $40 on it.
Yep.
No.
Baker Drinks was just live. Dry January turned into dry through the 12th. Wait, whatever.
This is all arbitrary anyway, so.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back down?
It's going to be 24 degrees here tomorrow, so that's
You want to stay here?
something.
I'll let you decide. What was that? Did you just backfire, Z-Man?
No, sir. I just kind of, it's cold, dude. I'm sorry, man. It's 58 degrees. I got a heater in here.
Why are you beating it up? You don't like it?
That's my heater.
The Baker Drinks turn the Traveler tastes the same as Ancient Age 10. Ancient Age 10 star is Mashville 2 leftover bourbon. I would be surprised if it tastes the same as that because Ancient Age 10 star is, as Baller and Toasty call it, Blanton straight from the floor. Not a bad pour. I'd actually be impressed if the Traveler tasted that good.
Yeah.
I can tell you I ain't buying that shit.
I wouldn't either. I'm not gonna.
Dry January, never heard of her.
Yep.
Hey, who is this dry bitch we're keeping around?
Mine did not have fine Corinthian leather. Mine had vinyl, and mine had plush. Mine was triple red. It was fire engine red with a red vinyl top and a fire engine red plush interior with vinyl accents.
I was a mechanic for a car rental company in 1987-ish. So we had the Dodge Aries, we had the Diplomats, we had garbage fucking cars, but they also had a lot of Chevrolet shit.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff that came through that lot, you're like, what the hell is this car? And people rented them, took them out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cadillacs, Monte Carlos.
Oh, here you go. Shelby tried the Travelers last weekend. Just meh. I would rather have 1783 all day, every day. You being a butt.
Just hanging out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Cordova from was it Ricardo Montalban from Fantasy Island?
Oh yeah. All right. I think he's ready to go down. Let me put him down here. There you go.
The Cordova.
Oh, I'm definitely a little burnt from today.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think of the Thursday deal?
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
And I don't know. I hope, I don't know. I don't know who else is gonna go then, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, like we've talked about before, there's always somebody going.
It's better regardless. I mean, that's I think gonna be better for life for me.
Yeah.
So, doesn't mean I can't throw a stream here or there other times, but I just think life-wise, like Thursday nights, I found myself sitting around, either going to bed or hanging with Dan. So,
People want a place where they can just hang out and drink.
Yep.
And I think Mark always throws that out there every time he does it. He's one of the few that really does.
Yep.
And I sat on that stream with Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the panel and we were all fucking chatting it up for 2 fucking hours. He never said shit. And then he didn't kick us all off the stream. He put us backstage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So going to make me a little teary-eyed. But he threw that speech out there and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, dude? Really?
Well, like I said, it's not bad. It's
No. I've talked backstage with another individual that told me what he's doing. So, take care of your health. I can say that.
That's it. And
yep.
But
he ain't going nowhere. I'll still be talking to him. And, he's an awesome dude, whiskey or not.
I think there's a lot of whiskey creators that are out here. There's like maybe too many sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But they all want to kind of do their thing and blah 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 blah. And those of us that follow certain people, and you always notice that the same group of people, like in chat, they're all hanging out together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just saying though, Dan is very creative. You know what I mean? Really skilled. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna come back better. So
Yep.
It's good stuff.
I'm gonna miss a lot of the eating and drinking shit that none of us would ever do.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I ain't doing that shit.
I wouldn't either. I was like,
I mean, this thing is cool, but like, I would say I drink almost purely for pleasure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I don't understand people who, like Trev's a perfect one. If he gets 100 likes in chat, he'll drink Malort at the end of the stream. Like, if you actually enjoy it, that's fine. But he doesn't. I don't understand the suffering with liquor. Like, I tried that Becharovka shit once. I did a short with it. It was disgusting. Like, I would never want to taste Malort. I never want to. Like, it's just.
Trump wants to.
Oh, by the way, Sean, do you recognize that package? No, where is it?
Oh, it arrived, huh?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check it yet. But yeah.
I mean, it should be good. I packed it pretty good.
That is on top of a whole tower of hand deliveries that need to go out. Like,
there you go. Proof that USPS is very reliable shipping.
Yeah.
Sandeep Cinema, we're talking about Dan from Deathless Dogs.
But what's up, Shred?
Cheers, Shred.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, and he's gonna be around. He's just not gonna be drinking.
No. Well, one.
Sandy, we're
Yes,
talking
we are.
Deathless Dogs, Dan.
Oh, no, yeah, not Dusty Dan. Deathless Dan. The Deathless Dogs. Holy shit, there's an eggplant in the house. Cheers, Shred. Nice of you to finally show up.
Sure, get your ass down here, Shredder.
Damn eggplant farmer.
Fucking
Yeah, apparently
Somebody
Save the
put one up
company.
for sale here the other day.
You're
Mint
right,
condition
Peter.
with like 20,000 miles on it.
The question is, who wants a Dodge K car?
There's fucking people that
Have
love that
you
shit.
seen? Were you on when I showed the K car commercial?
No, I don't think so.
We're
I
doing
mean,
that
just one of the most awful looking vehicles ever made in America, in my opinion.
now. Oh yeah.
We had the Mitsubishi with the turbos, the little tiny cars. I can't remember the fuck the name of them are, but it was like sticking a little tiny motor on a go-kart. And
this Sirocco or whatever it was.
oh no, you're there. You're there.
Night, Chima.
And they were so much fun to drive.
Good night, Sandeep.
And I worked for a car rental company, so it'd be one car rental company against another. I can't mention any names, mind you. But oh god, we would tear those cars. Mitsubishi Mirage, there it is.
There you
Right
go.
there.
My
Oh, that-
first car was a Honda CRX in '86.
Holy shit! It's about to get rusty in here.
Yeah.
What's that, Rusty?
What is
What's up, Captain Rusty of the Lugnut Enterprise?
What's happening, fellas? I may
We're about to watch a commercial for one of the greatest cars ever created.
Yeah, according to Rick, they were great cars. How about that, Rick?
Great car.
Look at this piece of
I'm
shit.
Tim. I drive an Aries. I think your typical Aries driver is changing for the better. I like the cool stuff.
We 22 horsepower.
It's not only the performance, it's the luxury.
Oh, yeah, that's an awful looking vehicle.
Did you see that? Over 85% of Aries owners are in banter.
$200 for best off. It might be too much.
No, the car rental company that I worked for, the owner was he owned a dealership. So those cars, those K cars would show up, and I'd shake my head. What the fuck did he just buy? And there'd be one V8 Camaro, 87 Camaro in there. Guess what car never got rented out? We'd drive that shit back and forth because it was right outside the airport. And we'd fill that parking lot up. And I'm like, these cars, oh my God.
I mean, in fairness, Rick, my CRX got 30 over that. Actually, I think I got something like 38 factory. And then I modded the shit out of it and took all the pollution stuff off of it and put a carburetor on it and lightened the flywheel and put a turbo on it and a bunch of shit. And yeah,
those old Honda Shun they're great cars, man.
Yeah.
I had an 87 Honda Civic. I had a 91 Honda Civic. I had a buddy of mine. We rebuilt the motor in a 65 Honda. And I built a jungle gym across so I could do an engine home to go in there. And we actually took the pistons and the crank out of it, rehung the cylinders, and shoved it back inside of the fucking motor and ran the shit out of it. And back then I was working for Domino's Pizza.
There you go.
But those Honda motors, you cannot blow them up.
It's very hard. And I tried.
Most Honda motors self-destruct, and this is no joke. I know this because my buddy had a whole run of Accords.
Okay.
Bizarre. They all blew up between like 185 and 205,000 miles. They all the camshaft wears out and snaps. Like one of the camshaft bearings hangs up and the camshaft snaps.
What years was this, out of curiosity?
It's got to be 90s
Around
or so.
2000, like 98, 99, 2000.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s were not great.
Yeah, and I'm
But
talking
they
shit that
still,
was
they
in
all
the
went
60s.
almost 200,000 miles, and then they blew up.
Yeah, which is not bad.
And then we would take a couple days and swap the motor in his driveway.
Right. Yeah.
Another junkyard one. And on with life. I'm actually trying to find that K car that I sent my buddy the other day.
Well, there was the Aries and there was something else.
No, this is for sale locally.
Oh, really?
Like mint.
That's not something you hear together very often. Mint and K-Car.
There's this Facebook group I'm in. It's called like Low Miles, No Miles. And it's all like grandma cars and stuff. They were like pulled out of garages and stuff.
Peter White put it in chat where the Geo Metro, a buddy of mine had one of those. You ain't lived life unless you've driven in one of those three cylinders. They're just, it's like fucking having 16 gauge steel wrapped around your roof, and then the doors are just as fucking bad, but they will go down the freeway.
Joseph, it could be tradition, but I only enjoy. I drink for pleasure. It doesn't matter tradition, but everybody's allowed to do with whatever they want with their own body, and I kind of believe that in all things. But I don't have to do it to mine.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, Dan was kind of the opinion I will drink it so you don't have to, you know, and props to Dan for that.
Mm-hmm. So what are you up to tonight, Rusty? You're real quiet.
Frick, I fell asleep for a little while.
He's still recovering.
You passed out on a stream? Never.
No, he's still recovering. He's still recovering from Ken's stream.
Yeah, I might have been drinking at 7 o'clock this morning.
You might have.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and Z-Man might resemble that remark.
I don't give a shit about it. It's my Saturday. I get to do what I want to do.
I want to grow up and be just like Z-Man. I wish I could.
My girl doesn't tell me what to do. She tells me to come out and hang out with you moonshiners. So here I am. She'd rather me be.
That's just because then she doesn't have to hang out with you.
No, she doesn't.
You know what? You know what's funny, Z, is somehow in the neighborhood, rumor got around that I had a lot of whiskey or whatever. Well, I mean, because there was a time where I was sharing it with my neighbor, like we were hanging out and watching basketball games together and drinking whiskey. Well, somehow that got out, and so then there's this old woman that lives across the street from us, and she like confronted my wife like a month ago and said, I heard about what's going on in your house. And my wife's like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you know, just what your husband does. She's like, what do you mean? You mean the construction? Or she's like, no, what he does in the house, you know. And my wife's like, do you mean his whiskey channel? She's like, well, it's more than that. And so then my wife's like, what have you heard? She's like, well, I was told that he's making moonshine in the basement. So my wife had to correct her. She's like, no. Apparently, I mean, clearly this woman knows nothing about making moonshine because you would never do it in a freaking basement.
Nope. Yeah, unless you want to blow up the freaking house.
So we got a couple more legends in the background, but first we got to highlight what Baller said. I had a Geo Metro when I was a kid. I had 650,000 miles. It was a reliable car, but definitely wasn't guaranteed hot chicks.
No. Almost like guaranteed that you would never find hot chicks.
Yeah.
They like flee from you.
Once he puts the cowboy hat on, he gets crazy. Old Whiskey Wash on. Speaking of crazy, with the hat on, the man, the myth, holding his eggplant in the dark.
What's up, Shred?
Eggplant.
I'm not holding my eggplant, bro. I'm holding my.
Pay the fucking electric bill.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that initial is starting to sound like a moo.
I'm just
Get
a little longer and more
The cow
dramatic.
goes.
And hang on, longer and more dramatic.
moo. No.
What's up,
Just
John?
squeezing my pee over here. Hey, is the mic volume wise? Is the mic okay? Can't
Yeah,
really
you're
tell.
good.
Not too loud. Not too.
With the ocean turkey
Yeah,
hat
shred
on?
after dark tonight.
Oh yeah.
What's with the mood lighting tonight?
Oh, I just don't. It's fucking bright with the other light on. I just got the lamp over here. You know.
There you
Alright.
go.
Throw the
Yeah, it's just-
Controllers, all right here.
Setting
There
the
you go.
tone for all the sexiness that's
There
about
you
to
go.
happen.
Everybody got the eggplants out for the shred. No.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
just
man,
mixed
just-
that
Got the Remus.
that OESF in a little bit better. Oh, speaking of Remus, the man, the myth, the tie-dyed legend.
Oh yeah.
What up,
Thanks.
Diggs?
Thanks to
Jigs.
the tie-dyed legend. I'm enjoying this right now.
Cheers, Jigs.
So the
Actually,
eagle
you know what?
landed.
I wanted to do this 2 weeks ago when we did
No,
Alex.
Lee. Come on, dude.
So I'm gonna
I
get into
fucking
more
cut
of
out.
your-
I'm just wearing a hat, dude.
Tough straw.
Yeah, that bitter note. I put that.
We also got our hair, Lee.
the bitter one in, and it
Z-Man got a
tainted
haircut.
The rest of them.
Yeah, I got a haircut. I got a goatee going on now, so I'm moving up, dude. I shaved off the sides, and that feels good.
Bowler is asking an important question. Did
I mean, what fro are you talking about, sir?
the one on the top of your head, not below your nose.
No, I'm just wearing a fucking hat. I still have hair, dude.
Yeah. Too many critics out there when you're trying to keep yourself warm.
Like I'm just gonna chop off 3 feet of hair.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen, dude.
I was just thinking of you, Shred.
Oh
Were
shit!
you rubbing one out?
Oh, he's teabagging. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
People are getting Remus.
Now I'll get into this in a second.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Is
Nice,
that
man.
father and son?
Yeah.
Nice.
Out
What's
of the father and son, who's teabagging who? That's what I want to know.
Probably, chronological.
Well, yeah, I would imagine that Jimmy Russell does the heaviest of the teabagging.
Yeah, I would say Jimmy, when you get teabagged by Jimmy, you know it.
You're getting more than the bag. You're getting a lot of extra.
Yeah,
You have to have like facial reconstructive surgery.
On the topic, I learned a teabagging fact this week. Did you know that if you teabag somebody allergic to nuts, murder?
You're welcome.
The
more you know.
It actually played the thing.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
What's up, Russell?
Check the chat.
Yeah.
Checking the chat.
He's going to keep you in tea bags for a long time.
Oh. Whoa, what is that? Carl M. A little love for uncensored.
Cheers,
Damn,
Carl.
Damn.
I don't even know what to say to that other than freaking
Coming in hot.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, hot Carl. That's a hot Carl right there.
Yeah, I mean that is a hot Carl right there.
Oh yeah.
Teabagging.
Cheers, buddy.
I think he's wanting some naked pictures of Ben or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He must want something.
Hey, you're hot, Carl. I'm thinking Aqua Teen Hunger.
Yeah, I'm a little. I'm a little flabbergasted on that. Well, thank you very much, Carl.
Happy birthday, Mr.
You could
President.
Google hot Carl and see what happens.
Carl does have a channel.
Probably don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Interesting. Checking out Carl's channel right now. What's going on, man? Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I don't I mean, you've definitely been here before. Wow. All right, man. Well, cheers, man. Hit me up if there's anything you're ever looking for. I try to hook people up and help them out. But cheers, man. Thank you very much. I don't even know what else to say. I'm kind of speechless. Thank you very much, man. I will use it towards the channel for sure.
Just say cheers, brother.
Yeah. You know me, Z. We've had this talk. I don't even, you know what I mean? I do this for fun. I do this for fun, give people a place to hang out, and
Oh, and we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it, man.
Give Rusty a place to pass out.
I mean, once in a while.
I don't know, Rusty. I'm going to race you to it tonight, man. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with the wine, Sean?
Sean, are you actually taking this weekend off?
What now?
Well, I know you worked last weekend. Did you take this weekend off?
Yeah, I didn't work. Well, I worked a little bit today, but it was just kind of piddly stuff for the personal care home because we got storms come in. We had to make sure the generators are working and they got backup heat and all that kind of crap.
There you go.
And John doing the Irish goodbye as always.
Cheers, John.
I was only here like 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, maybe it was his phone. Maybe he's jumping over to one of the other streams going.
I'm just giving John a hard time.
Maybe he'll be back in 2 minutes. I don't know. 440 hypo. Oh.
I think John looked up a hot Carl and he needed a minute after that. Well, everybody's dropping.
Yeah, everybody's just bailing out here.
Yeah.
Oh, Shred's back.
Whoops.
Maybe we'll blow out asshole whiskey review. You're not wrong. I am an asshole. But I don't really review that much whiskey either. I only do it if it's like not done. Or I totally disagree with what's out there. Like with the fucking King Ranch. That bottle stinks on ice.
I was going to say, you always review something unless you get all over it.
I did like Penelope had sent me a pre-release. I enjoyed that one. I did that one because that was the first review on Whiskey Tube of it, and still didn't get any views. But I did it because Mike sent it to me, so I did it.
Yeah.
Dude, Rusty, you're traveling through space tonight, I see.
Yeah. I'm hanging out in the stars and stuff.
You're going to have to add Captain
Hey, don't forget to
your
stop by
long list
Uranus.
of names.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to fly by Uranus here shortly. Yeah.
Yeah, please let me know what Uranus looks like when
Are there any Klingons?
I hope not. Oh, God.
I mean, Klingons around Uranus. You might want to use a wet one.
That's only when Rusty's masturbating in the dark.
All right.
Is that a lightsaber?
A lightsaber in your pocket, or you just happy to see it?
Yeah. Love you, brother.
Oh, man.
And he just cut his nuts off with his Z-Saber.
Yeah.
Just the Z-Saber from now on.
I shouldn't have said that, Rusty, but I'm like, man, fuck it.
What are you crying about?
So what's up with that wine there, Sean, that you sent me?
Oh, well, I gotta get it sent out to everybody else, but a couple other people are gonna have similar things. So, I mean, we're not gonna be doing like Matt Madness style or anything. I don't have the patience for all that. But I just sent you some stuff blind, and a couple other people getting it as well. So I just thought, have some fun with it.
Is that similar thing in that box, Sean?
Yeah, there may be a similar thing in that box.
Okay.
For every answer we get right, we get to pick a song, right?
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you'll hear it, but I'm getting a talking to over here.
Oh yeah. Somebody's getting demanding.
Yeah, well, what's up?
My dog just walks in and hits me when he wants stuff. but he's 150 pounds and he's like up to here, like 3 feet to his back. He's huge. He just comes up and whack. Then I know it's time to feed him.
Is he coming through on the mic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit.
Either that or you're really hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a low growl.
Sounds like he's snoring.
What's up?
He needs attention, I believe.
Yeah, probably. He either needs attention or food. I don't know which it is. Come here. Come here. Up. Come here. Or he wants to play. This could be a play growl. Go get a toy. Go get a toy. I don't know. I'm getting the heavy stare here.
Well, they want the TREAT also.
Oh yeah, I get the rarest Mustangs and wrap it around a pole for fun and put it on.
Yeah. My dog does. My dog does it all the time. She gives me the look and kinks her head back and forth, and I'm like, really? What do you want? And then she knows when they're out in the cabinet. She'll actually go to the cabinet and hit it a couple times. Open it up, I hook her up.
Cheers, Thrasher.
What's up, Thrasher?
Come here.
What's up, Thrasher?
Also, that
stay hydrated, everybody.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah.
What do we got there, Shred?
Man, you stink. Keith Stone.
Keith Stone. All right.
That's a real
man.
man.
$9 for 15. Are
you kidding me?
This is the best deal in beer. And it tastes like it was $9 for 15.
What's up, Brad?
Hey,
Legend you.
You can taste the price.
Have to stay
What
hydrated.
it was actually a conversation I think last night, or on Dan's stream that we were talking about. I guess it was Thursday night that Keystone is actually the rejected Coors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Yep.
If it's not good enough to be Coors Light, it's Keystone Light.
Fuck.
It also
So
gets
then-
rare for wing cards and daily and blizzard conditions. My
So-
buddy Rob is an asshole.
Ben, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Now that I watch a channel called Tasting Eat, they did a review on Coors' latest expression in whiskey. Have
What's
you
the
seen
channel
any of it?
called? Chasing what?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Did you say
Tasty
tasty needs?
Shut up. Chasing Neat. It's a husband wife. They do whiskeys. They do bourbon.
Yeah, you're
honey.
talking about the Five Trail stuff?
Yeah, the latest one.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
can
40
tell you that I tried a couple of them and they were not good.
Okay.
I got some tasty needs for you, man.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't remember my order of dislike, but it really wasn't great.
Well, they were saying it doesn't
Now
blow
I'm
us away.
getting
It's
sad
only
on.
$40. All right.
Okay, well I'm getting sat on. Hi. Okay. This makes for a wonderful viewing angle.
Yeah, for sure.
Sean, you want a tasty meat? Suck on this. All right.
Yeah.
I had some earlier. Thank you very much.
I saw that.
Talk about the owner and dog looking alike. You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you are kind of nailing that stereotype.
Say hello, Pete. Say hello to the people. Man,
Dad,
we
put me
both-
down.
I might actually smell better. One of the few times in my life I could say that. Computer is pooping out. Hang on. Was it like the Batman or Five Trails? They suck ass. Yeah. Five Trails does stink. But there was like a pecking order. I think it was I think they had like a single. What? Now you want to go? What are you doing?
They got two expressions. I just don't know what they are.
Yeah, I forget. Neither one was worth buying. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's new, so
In my opinion. Again, you know.
Yeah.
What
I
you want now? You want to go back down? Oh shit! Something's falling.
get it. Glassware everywhere. There was a bottle down on the floor.
No, what is this? Oh, peated scotch. That would smell great if it broke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and his leg was caught in a bed. I hope Bonnie will be home soon, so he'll annoy her. Oh,
That's love, Ben.
yeah.
Man.
And the pooping computer is back.
Man, it's fucking. It starts off all right. Starts getting all choppy. I reset it, and it's fine.
That's because you live in California, man.
Yeah, that's probably why, bro. Fuck off. You live in the fucking desert.
Hey. I can still hug a saguaro and live. Okay.
You probably hug some cacti.
Okay, I'll hug some cacti. Bring it over here.
Wait, did you say hug a squirrel?
Yeah.
I don't feel like there are any squirrels in the desert, but
No, there was
John's on the same.
stream earlier.
Oh, was it from this morning with Ken's stream? Yeah, there was a lot of squirrel talk this morning.
oh, okay, I got you.
Actually, I think
I
he's
missed that.
hungry. Let me go give him some food. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
Feed the
Four
squirrel.
roses is neither a four nor a rose. Discuss.
All right. Well, no, there's 4 of them, and they're all roses, right?
Technically, there's 10, so none of this makes any sense.
No, okay. Their whole system is so convoluted. I can't get behind it, man.
It's one of the many problems I have with Four Roses. Yeah, I
Just
feel like
give me- yeah.
let's just what'd be great since you already got the 4 theme going on. Just pick your 4 best recipes that everybody loves. Make those and make more of that, and stop making the other things. And then
Yeah, man.
Do
I
that.
totally 4 options is plenty for anybody, man. You don't need 10.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never keep up with what is the thing. I think it's the OESK, but I could be wrong. There's so many of them. So.
Yeah.
I just want simplicity, man. Like you go to In-N-Out Burger, they only have 3 things on the menu. You know what you're getting every time. It's consistent quality. Wild Turkey only has 1 mash bill, by the way. And
That's
Wild
right.
Turkey's the best.
And it's all hot fucking garbage. Okay.
No, it's
Don't ever buy this bottle.
Right.
But
Actually, we need to start a campaign and convince everybody that Wild Turkey is shit so people stop buying it.
You're right. I did just buy. I got a handle of 101 for $26 last week.
oh Jesus.
Dude, it was half off. I couldn't say no. I don't know why they had it on sale, but $26
This
for
bloke
a
about to lose his shit. He's about to get some chimkin.
yeah.
This don't make him happy. There's nothing in the world that will.
Have you tried the 101 rye yet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
I need to
It's
try
good.
it. I need to try it badly.
it is
It
great, man.
delicious. Yeah.
If you can find an old bottle of the 81 rye, that's really phenomenal too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Rusty, the 101 rye is my favorite budget rye. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
killer.
Okay.
I actually prefer the 101 rye to the rare breed rye.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree with that.
That might be weird to say that, but I'd rather just have a lower proof, tasty ass rye to mix with.
Just a bottle of
rare,
happy.
yeah, the rare breed rye is good, but it's not just like enjoyable all the time, you know.
And for me, the rare breed can get a little too minty.
Yeah.
Yes.
This dog is absolutely losing his shit right now.
What are you feeding him, man?
Chicken.
Oh shit.
No.
I picked up Chinese food earlier, so I got a thing of steamed chicken for him because
Good for you.
he was hanging out in the car while I went out and did some hunting. So he was a good boy.
Yeah.
So he gets rewarded with chicken. But I don't think he usually gets this with my mother. So well, she cooks for him, but this is this is Chinese food chimkin, and he's losing.
Cheers, Mark.
Absolutely losing his shit right
So
now.
he's eating cat.
you're bad.
Probably.
He might be eating his own brother. You never know, bro.
Yeah. Gonna have some mad dog disease going on here soon.
That's a
Happy
tasty.
birthday, Mark. Happy birthday, Mark.
Yo, what's up, Northwest? Wasn't it? It's his
Cheers, Mark.
birthday this weekend, isn't it?
It's his birthday today.
Is it? Oh, wait, it is the weekend. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
It's
Wait,
almost like I've been drinking.
He went to he was going to a distillery.
To you. Happy birthday
Oh, man.
to you.
Serenaded.
Happy birthday, dear Mark. Northwest Bourbon sucks. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
Cheers to you,
Wow.
I
Mark.
don't know where the sucks came from, but I don't care.
that was beautiful, man. I went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, cheers, Mark. Love you, buddy.
He's about to get his lipstick out too with this piece of chimkin.
I'm not convinced that's chicken.
I don't ever see this dog aggressive, and he's like losing his shit right now. Up.
He's a cannibal. That's what are you gonna
Oh,
do?
yeah. I don't know if you could hear the chomping. He's like, he's absolutely losing it.
So fucking good. What's going on in his head right now?
Hey, Mark, happy 32nd birthday, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put the sucks in there, but it just happened. I guess because I just can't be overly nice. You know,
That's it.
I have to have a tint of asshole in there.
Mm.
Who knew what?
Yeah, what are we who knowing?
I don't know.
The Ben's an asshole.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that feels like not a secret. So
Yeah,
not-
I'm pretty sure I wear that. You know, like some people wear their heart on their shoulder. I pretty much wear an ass on my shoulder.
It's a tattoo on your arm now.
Just an anus right here.
Yeah.
Holy Christmas combo of Fergie and Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like the third time I've heard that tonight, and I have no idea.
for sure, JH, for sure.
What is that from? Because
From
used to know it.
Step Brothers. It's from Step Brothers.
Hey, that was my finger. That was my
Thank
finger.
you. I love you guys.
Word.
Right on, Mark, man. Cheers.
You're the best,
Love you,
Mark.
brother.
Cheers, buddy.
It's Peter White's birthday too.
42. Well, now you're the answer to the universe, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
42, man.
That's it.
I remember when I was
Now,
42.
let's see what this guy does for this piece of chimkin.
That was last year.
So you got a year and 4 months on me, Mark. Roughly, something like that.
All right, Danny.
God, y'all are making me feel old as shit.
Look at this.
Come on, Rusty. You're not a day
There's
over 47.
There's a little guy going crazy.
Right?
He is losing it. That I had a voice. Oh, absolutely knew he was an asshole. Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, I guess I just forget that. Yeah, that Ben can sing.
Yeah,
For
man.
I mean, I see, but that's the thing. Like most of this community is not into the kind of music that I can sing. I mean, I've never actually really tried to do anything, but I have a lot of vibrato, so it's kind of hard to do anything like rock or, it doesn't really. My voice doesn't fit anything really modern. I did.
Well, I mean,
I did a lot of
strictly gangster rap.
actually religious singing, and then like choral and.
I mean, there's a whole genre that's like operatic metal now.
Oh,
Ben.
dude.
Yeah, but that's all chick.
Therion is one of my
Are there
favorite
any
bands.
dudes in that? Isn't
There's-
it like all chick?
No.
lead
There's
band?
one of my favorite bands has like 9 different vocalists. They're from Sweden. Amazing stuff.
You could go do a couple tracks with that band Baron Altar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You can yodel on my track anytime you want, man. We'll fucking
Yodel on your track. Huh?
we might have to pitch shift your vocals so it sounds a little more toilet bowl style, but
I mean, I honestly like. I mean, you'd have to get Ben out there, but I would love like for some operatic shit next to Tom's vocals because like that'd be such a contrast. That
yeah, man, you just got to yeah.
I guess some people do the clean
being
and then
real, I am so out of practice that it's not even funny. I mean, I haven't legitimately like done it, sang regularly in probably over 20 years at this point.
So when you're lathering yourself up in the shower, do you?
Honestly, I had a, honestly, I had a lot of, kind of negative shit happen after. Would you stop with the chomping? Losing his shit here. Like, I never seen this dog do Jaws impersonations. He's 20 pounds. Chill out. But I honestly, I stopped listening to most music and stopped singing. It's kind of sad, but because it kind of takes me back to some of those shitty times. Like Sean talks about music being very emotional and thought and everything, and I get in my head. So I actually don't do it very often. And when I do, it's for very short bursts, like a stupid happy birthday, and then people are like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
not a bad thing.
yeah.
No, but I mean, I used to sound a lot better,
Right.
and of course, my breath control was way better. But yeah,
You just got to open up that throat hole a little more, man.
Yeah.
That's what I
Just
tell
let
the wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say it all the time. Nobody ever listens, but I say it all the time.
Well, you could probably do some Sinatra then, right, Ben? That would be cool, huh?
I've never actually tried it. Ironically, I've also never tried Grateful Dead.
What was that, Ben? I was coughing. You said something.
I said I've never tried Sinatra. I've never tried like crooning.
Oh,
I've never tried what do you call it? What was the other thing?
I mean, I bet you could kill the end of "I Did It My Way." That song is awesome, anyway. But
I don't know.
he gets pretty heavy
Oh,
on the
I said, and
vibrato.
ironically, I've never tried the Grateful Dead. I've never tried Jerry Garcia.
Oh yeah, right.
Because when I was younger, I didn't have the long hair, and nobody ever told me I looked like Jerry Garcia. Incoming.
Uh-oh.
Good, now I can close up the chimkin because he's distracted.
The Chimkin.
And there's the lights.
Oh.
Alexa, lights off. Sorry to anybody else that hits. Danny is presently losing his shit that Bonnie has arrived.
Yeah. Mom is home. Exciting
Mama's home.
times.
I think this was a good place to get yours.
Yeah.
Because I need some.
Your Angel's Envy's on the table.
I know.
You want something stronger?
I mean, probably not to start unless you want me to drink something that's poured.
No.
Oh,
Now we got squeaky toy action over here. Bonnie just what her hair did.
Start off with a Keystone Light. That'll get
Sure.
you there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not willing to wait, but
Hey, Bonnie, I imagine you'll be able to find something to drink.
Maybe.
good. I've had a day.
Your choices are limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few
Garbage
options.
or hot garbage.
Need a video of Logan telling the story of what happened.
oh boy.
Bit of a dive bar you're in there, but you might be able to find something.
Yeah. Kind of shitty.
It's all bottom shelf, but hey.
Yeah.
I mean, there is plenty of bottom shelf stuff here.
Just because you got a big bottom shelf.
Ben's got a big bottom shelf. Oh.
Yeah.
I wish I had a big bottom
That
shelf.
is literally what she said.
Yeah. We heard it.
You're good, man. I'm Sinatra, man. Yeah, I know you are, dude. I was on the Sinatra stream. But, yeah, I've just never attempted it. I've never learned it. I always did, like, most of what I did was very much either in Hebrew or classical. Like, literally, like, I've done, What the hell is that? The Hallelujah.
Song's
what's that
awesome,
guy's
man.
name?
Have you ever been
Handel?
in a Have you ever been in a klezmer band?
No.
My piano teacher, when I was a wee lad, she was part of a klezmer group, and
I've known some people in them, but not
I
myself.
really, dude, I grew up listening to that kind of style, and I really love that stuff, man. Like
Yeah,
it just
it's
that
definitely
maybe
different.
it's just some like really cool, like the melodies, you know. Just love that stuff, man.
There's definitely something to them.
Oh, did Jigs leave?
And any,
Well, I guess he's sort of
any
here.
music.
Well, he's in
that's-
the background. I don't know. No, he's here. He's just
I was
chilling.
coughing.
Pouring a little bit of your Glen Scotia PX finished in peat 8-year.
Let's watch for a Sean guess. Have you tried that yet, Sean?
I have not.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Am I about
Oh,
to get
no.
real happy? Is that what?
Have you had much Campbelltown? Springbank
I-
or Glen Scotia?
I've had who I think Sure Kitty sent me a Springbank.
A lot of it's good.
Yeah, I already killed a bottle. of that.
I'm expecting a Sean Gasm here.
Oh,
okay.
jeez. Oh, jeez.
Well, you may want to turn the camera off then.
Yeah, please. We all have to witness
That's why
this.
I'm gonna have to. Well, if nothing else, I'm gonna have to clean the camera here in a second.
Do you have one of those lap cams?
Yeah, mine doesn't auto adjust like Ben's. I'm not.
Not bougie like that. And the survey says
That's fucking good, man. Wow, that finish is. Oh my god.
yeah, there's some
Told you, Sean
Campbelltown
Gaz.
stuff on that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Two thumbs up.
Man, that finish.
I noticed
And
we
I'm
can't
just
see
saying, I
his
might
right
have an
hand
extra
right now.
Glen Scotia
Yeah,
rum
it's
cask.
a little
Okay,
bit.
there it is.
I might have ended up with an extra Glen Scotia rum cask finish if anybody wants it.
That
Because
sounds pretty damn good.
somebody ended up not wanting it that I thought wanted it.
Yeah, Jigs. I think it's just going in the samples of the year pile.
Angels. If you're not going
I'm gonna
Angels,
start with that now.
okay, what should we pour Bonnie? Rough day.
Michter's 20 year.
Really?
Wild Turkey 101.
Victor,
Oh,
celebrate.
I
right.
just
This-
sold my bottle. I got to crack another one. I got to grab it.
I would never drink Wild Turkey 101, Bonnie. Never.
don't.
Right.
Let
That
me-
bottle's only for losers. No one should buy it.
There's 101 reasons you shouldn't drink that stuff.
Sean, you know what? I'm going to pour her something high test because she's had a shitty day and something Sean loves, and I don't know how she's going to feel about it.
Okay.
Or
What's
just
that?
A little bit, but it's
Balcony.
130 proof.
Well, that's a good start.
Which one you got there? Oh well, goddamn, Ben. Okay.
Don't ask my opinion on that one.
Well, this is a rye pit.
Well, have you ever had this, Bonnie?
No,
I'm just giving her a little nip to make sure she wants
Okay.
it.
smells yummy.
And here, I'll full screen so you all can see her new
I
hair.
don't want to ruin it. So this. Well, go ahead.
She got her hair did, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. Looking good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Good
for her
girl.
70th birthday, my mom wanted family pictures. So that in and of itself was an experience. So so after taking my nephew to Build-A-Bear, I convinced him to go to my favorite taqueria, which does not have real walls. So they have, keep walls they put out to block the wind. And
Right.
as we opened the door, the wind grabbed it and flung it straight into my nephew's head.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
Oh my god.
Poor kid went down, started bawling. They ran, they got us ice. My sister flipped out and said, "We're going to the emergency room." We did not. We pulled over. I played doctor based on what I've seen on TV, and then called the real doctors in the family with the findings.
Wow.
We picked up Arby's and went home.
Wow.
All those Chinese food you want.
Did
I
you
And
have
I missed-
tacos?
I got him steamed chicken.
What-
And he's been losing his absolute shit.
Were there tacos at least?
I did not get tacos.
Oh my god,
Oh.
that's
I
the
did
worst
not
part.
get tacos. Although I have a feeling if we go back, this is a place that he and I once drove from here to there 40 minutes just for their tacos.
Oh yeah,
They
I would
were
rather-
better than the tacos we got in Mexico.
The
I mean,
tacos
that's
we
a-
got at the resort in Mexico. We didn't have real Mexican tacos.
Yeah,
close as
resort
possible.
tacos do not count as Mexican tacos for sure.
This is
Unfor-
very good.
You heard her, Sean?
I'm sorry, what was that?
This is very good.
Yeah, it is.
It tastes a little like cinnamon candy.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon candy, but with something earthy to it as well.
What do you get out of it, Sean?
You can
Well, here I'll pour a little. Well, oh shit, I'm just losing samples.
Do you want more?
no, because it's good, but I would have rather warmed up to it in the future.
Okay. Well, you can
Yeah,
grab
that's-
another glass and save it.
Okay.
That's why I said damn, Ben, because it's a punch.
I
in the
know,
face.
but she also had a hell of a day, so sometimes you need to just, you know.
Yeah. I
sometimes
mean,
you just-
I'm all
you're gonna
about the
wrap it.
punch in the face, but not everybody is.
Sure,
Closer to the
doesn't matter.
stairs, so it
Sometimes you just want a little slap.
Yep. Whoa.
Sometimes she just needs to say fuck the day and have 130 proof pour.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
you guys are making me want tacos right now.
Now, granted, I'm
doesn't-
quite a bit farther down the bottle and it's been open a lot longer, but I seem to recall that it started that way. It has gotten oakier as it's been open, but
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, I think those are down to $50 now.
Is this
Yeah, it's up to-
Wild Turkey 13 for the one that Chris got you?
yeah, I want to do that as a group once I get everything out, if you don't mind to hold it.
No, that's fine. I was just curious. I have an
Yeah.
older one of these from like, I want to say
Oh,
2007.
Jake is back. Drescher saying
Yeah.
that. Mike Brock, anybody have an opinion on the 3-chord strange collaboration finished in Pinot Noir barrels?
I'm not a 3-chord fan.
I've not heard a lot about it, but a lot of 3-chord stuff can be dickle. So I would
Mhm.
definitely look into what the mash bill is on that and the sourcing. My recommendation, if you want a Pinot finished bottle, is find yourself a Blue Run American whiskey finished in Pinot. It's going to be anywhere from $30 to $60 and freaking delicious.
I absolutely agree with that statement. They are killer.
They're awesome.
Yeah, Jigs. Yeah, that sample and bottle went all the way to from America to Australia and then made it all the way back, which seems like a lot of wasted fuel. But anyway, I hope that someday.
I
Turkey
know
makes
what you mean, Rob. That was definitely Phil. I still say that was Phil.
Those are here now. Those 13-year. Where did I see them? I saw them somewhere.
Probably on an international site. No,
No, it was here.
here really?
like in a store.
Yeah.
Well, probably a website, right? Not in Ohio.
Well, no, not in Ohio. It was someplace that I shopped there frequently.
Oh, okay, interesting. Some night juice hazmat. There you go.
I mean, I know some California stores get them in.
Get on
sometimes.
here, Toasty. You ain't been on here in a long time.
Yeah, Toasty, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Master P is gonna slap you around.
There you
He
go.
was on last night. On
Nasty rat. No, this is a
There you
pick.
go.
It's actually quite good. Nasty in a good way. There you go.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get that bottle confused with the Shelfer, which is quite bad.
Yeah. There you go. Unfortunately, in Shred's area, there's only about 375 Mexican restaurants to choose from.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of options when it comes to tacos, dude. There's only 300 something restaurants that I can go to here. But hey, I still maintain that San Diego has the best Mexican food in the entire state of California. And that's saying a lot since there's thousands of Mexican restaurants in California.
Boulder, I don't know about that, dude. I say only the single barrels. Only single barrels are the only ones I've enjoyed.
Damn. Bourbon Baller Lee coming in hot. I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything tonight. I'm not gonna drop any negative energy on it. You know, I just yeah, you know how I feel about all that.
What if you like whiskey aged in trash cans? So be it.
Wow.
Hey, Sean, I think I heard you were saying that you thought the Fraley pick of the Still Austin was better than Remus.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know, man, because I've had both, and it depends on what Remus batch you're talking about, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, for reference, I still have some of the 3. It's right here.
The 3 is fantastic, man.
And I've had large amounts of the 5. I've never owned a bottle, but I've had big samples of the 5. And I think those are probably the 2 best representations of that line, in my opinion. At least of the ones I've had. I've not had the 7. But
what do you think of the 7?
Oh, the 7's awesome, man.
Yeah, I like the 7.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're after, but yeah, I mean, in my mind, there's no comparison.
No, the cheapest
that's like
13.
I've been drinking 4 Roses all night. What? I just finished the last sample. What should I pour?
Some turkey. Yeah, where's the turkey?
I mean, the Remus is like, that would be a really great starter pour.
Okay, rare breed or a Russell's pick?
I would go with the rare breed, but only if you have the.
What's the laser code? What's the laser code on the rare breed?
Gotta go to Z-Man default.
Yeah, do you have the non-chill filtered rare breed?
I do have that. That's up here.
Oh,
I was just gonna grab this OG one, which
if that's like an 18 or lower year wise, then I would say go rare breed.
This is a 20.
What happened to rare breed?
2020?
Did it turn like the 101?
So this is a 2020, I think.
I mean, so I have what do we figure out, Ben? My current bottle is a 21, right?
I think so. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pouring some of this because it's in my hand.
Yeah. And I don't know. It just seems like rare breed it feels younger. Everything about it.
I feel the exact same way about 101, and Ben and I have had the same discussion. Like,
yeah, but I mean, the thing is that the batch
crazy, man.
that you have right now doesn't mean the next one will.
No, but I've had of the newer label 101, I've had maybe 4 different batches, and it's all the same. They just don't compare to like the 16s and 17s 101s that I have.
It does feel like when they rebranded, well, not rebranded, but when they got the new bottle out with the new label and all that.
Yeah.
It seems like when that happened, that also there was potentially a change in the age of the whiskey going into it. I don't know.
I think there's something to it, man. It's not just a visual fuckery.
No, because I didn't really expect that to be a thing. But when I got my new bottle of 101, because I was re-upping about once a month, it didn't feel like the same stuff. So
way more corn forward.
Yeah, I had a sad time at the end of Dan's stream the other night. We laid her to rest.
Yeah, man.
Is that the 2015?
D, so
14 or 15?
8 years ago, so 15. This one,
yeah.
That's the same one I had. I had 2 bottles of it, and I should have saved them, man. That label is better than the old label, and the old label is better than the new label.
But the ones before this that had the big Austin Nichols.
Oh yeah.
They're
no. I can't. Yeah, you can't fuck with those. It just has. All I know is every 10 years or so, it just gets worse. So, Jimmy Russell, maybe his hog is just slowing him down, and he's not able to have as much influence.
I think a lot of it is that you're getting more of Eddie's palate now than Jimmy's.
God damn it.
It's either that or just that Jimmy. I think honestly, what Shred said, even though he was joking, I think is honestly part of it. I think just Jimmy doesn't have as much say over there as he used to. He's just kind of the guy that hangs out in the shop now. And so I think, the powers that be, the big companies that have, bought out Turkey or have more say in what is going in to, help their bottom line.
Yeah.
So
Sucks,
that's
man.
That's my personal
I feel like
take.
Four Roses Small Batch Select deserves a timeout. What do you mean? I don't get the reference. Bye, Shred. Yeah. I'm not saying that was my last one, Eric, but I am sad when each one goes because there's less of them, especially because I've shared a number of them, and every place I knew that still had them is now out. So
Yeah, you're better off finding the older 375s at this point.
Yep.
whenever I can find, I get my hand. Anytime I see anything in that genre, I grab it. That era, I grab it. Even if it's an 81, I grab it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, Eric, I haven't seen a fantail in, long time.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I just saw one today.
Hey, for whatever reason, I don't have a rare breed open right now, so I'm gonna fresh crack
What's
this.
What's the laser code, Trey?
I got 20. Hold on, let me get the fucking.
Let's
flashlight
compare.
out.
Although I can't ever see shit in this lighting, but
2022 0601 LLKF.
LLK, yeah, that's 2022. Wait, you have a KF?
Yes.
Mother.
What's up? Is that good? Is that a Camp Nelson?
So I have been searching for a KF for a long time because my non-chill filtered is a KF. So I've wanted to try a direct batch. And I found KI here. I found K.
So you wanted
here.
to do a direct batch. So yours is a 2022 KF non-chill filter.
Filter,
and
right.
you wanted to do it. I'll send you a sample of this shit.
All right, and I'll send you. Do you have the non-chill filter?
I've never tried it.
So in your hand delivery will come the non-chill filter.
Hey, like Ben, I just found out that mine is also a KF. We should switch samples.
No, you didn't, Sean. Get out of here.
I have one too.
No, nobody has one. I'm the only one that has one.
I will share. You all know I will share that bottle.
No, mine's a JE.
You haven't gotten a non-chill filtered one yet?
Who you talking to?
Jigs.
No, I haven't gotten one.
Okay.
Yeah. LLKF. That's what's up, man.
I'm just saying, I think I brought home 3 from Mexico, and it's not enough. I don't drink it because it's so good. It's ridiculous, but I will pour some off for you boys. I need to put that on the spreadsheet.
Put it on the spreadsheet. I'll send you some
Because I track
KF.
this shit now.
Hey, there's a chance.
Well, Ben, is my box already sealed up?
No.
I don't want a lot. Just enough to try it, man. I know that's hard to come by. I'm just curious how it compares.
I have 2 more sealed bottles of it, and they're liters. And I'm only maybe a third of the way through this one, so I can pour you guys off some samples.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I don't need a lot. I'm just more curious how different it is.
You're gonna want 2 ounces of it.
Well,
hey, I happen to have another backup of rare breed sitting right over there.
Is it a KF also?
I'm about to find out, sir. Let me go grab that shit.
See, what is my backup rare breed? 1 second.
Bless you. Apparently, it's contagious. Thank you.
Was there anything you wanted, Ben? Samples of?
We're good. We got 2 KFs just sitting here.
I got to make an excuse to ship you a pack.
Damn, dude. Maybe I'll trade you an older one.
Hey, well, you could trade me one of them non-chill filters, and maybe I'll.
you can suck mine.
Hey, how about this? I'll give you a fucking Tater Tube E.H. Taylor small batch and the fucking KF straight across. I know you're running low on E.H. Taylor. No.
Actually, my backup is a KE.
Yeah.
Oh.
KE I've seen.
Close.
I've not seen KF, but I've seen KE. You sure it's not a KE shred? Because I have seen KE.
No, this is absolutely an F.
You know what F stands for?
Fuck yeah. Here, get in on that. There it is.
Yeah, we could totally read that.
Yeah.
That's crystal clear.
KF.
That's as clear as mud.
I mean, god damn it, dude.
I mean, if you had a light on, maybe.
He's in his cave. Leave him
Yeah,
alone.
bro.
Yeah.
In the fucking
Whatever,
shred
I
cave.
trust you.
It is absolutely an F. I'm gonna see how the shit is.
When you're working with an eggplant like that, you got to plan your moves.
Wait,
Yeah, man.
Bauer, you have a B? Is it? Are you reading a turkey laser code? Because if you have a B, that's old as shit.
I don't know what he's reading.
See, okay, so J is 21, so let's work backwards here. Fucking alphabet.
Fucking alphabet. Yeah, can you just put a
Letters.
number instead?
I can't go backwards in the alphabet right now.
That's a true test of
I
sobriety.
mean, I did get this recently. I could look at the. I could look what the. laser code
God
is.
damn, dude. Don't even tell me what the laser code is. Just send me that.
I just picked this up the other day. It was overpriced, but
$66.99. Where are you finding?
Hey, I'll give you
Not
$90
overpriced.
for that right now.
Where the hell was that at for that price?
Yeah, I'll give you
So,
70
what-
bucks
what-
right now.
so this is actually an LLE. So
Just a single E, not
what happened
EE
was
or fucking...
apparently a sales rep found an old box of bottles they didn't want,
Oh my
so they brought
god.
them to a store that would give them. They gave them to a store for real cheap, so the store threw them on the shelf.
Man,
And
I'm
I
gonna start.
walked in said store, and I knew the guys who run the place. I'm like, "Hey, anything new over there I should look at?" And they're like, "No, not really. Nothing's come in lately." And I go look at the shelf, and I actually exclaim, "What the fuck?" And the guy's like, "What?"
Then I have a question. How did
Yeah.
I not immediately get a phone call when this happened?
Why? Because this was the thing I found first, and went, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god. This guy. We're
Nah.
gonna start, dude. Can we call you Dusty Ben from now on?
Yeah. That's the 94 though, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Still,
that's
though,
still
that's
12 year.
that's still really good shit. But
That's still a
The
12 year.
94 pre-fire.
yeah,
The night old Elijah burned down.
Put a store room on the shelf.
Fucking crazy, bro.
I like lost my shit, and the guy's like, "What?" I'm like, "Where the fuck did these come from? I've been in this store 100 times. These weren't here." He's like, "Oh yeah, Sulfur brought them in." I'm like, "You fucking kidding me?" I'm like, "What did I miss?" They said there was some old bottle of Jefferson's somebody bought, but
Nah,
they said it
nobody
was
cares
just
about that.
regular Jefferson's, but an old bottle. I don't know. Whatever it was, it was. But yeah,
Nope.
I
Man,
kind
this-
of I like lost my shit. I definitely chubbed up.
This rare breed is fantastic. I haven't had one for a minute.
yeah.
I forgot
So,
about the. It's got a lot of nuts on it for sure.
so Ben, if my numbers / letters are correct, then yours that's a 16. That E, if they followed the same laser
Yeah, they
code.
did. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And if Bill, are you talking? Is that B that you threw out?
I don't
there?
know. He hasn't said anything since he said that.
Because if so, that's a 2012.
No, I feel like 2012 was that the first year of that code type, because they changed.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering is when they switched over to the current code system.
So the code system before the LL/ I don't have in my head. He says it's on a new rare breed? No. Bill, send me a picture. That ain't right.
I don't trust it.
No.
Sorry, on a rare breed. What's your bottle look like?
My dick.
I mean, hopefully not. If your dick looks like a rare breed bottle, you should probably see a doctor.
I know. We all know Jimmy Russell's looks like that.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I got nothing to give, kid.
Hey, Shred, also, I just want to point out that Bonnie is more of a man than you.
Wow.
Oh, he's ignoring me.
The what?
So I just want to point out that Bonnie's more of a man than you.
Oh, yeah.
She drank
Because
that Belconis and didn't even flinch, man.
No, I mean, I could drink Belconis and not flinch, but I might hork later.
Did you say hork?
I did say hork, yeah. HORK.
I've never heard the term hork in my life. I mean, I can, figure out what you meant, but I've never heard anybody say hork.
I'm glad Bonnie liked it.
Just hang on. I think it's possible Rusty's going through space and time right now. I'm just saying.
I did. Look, I did it. Absolutely, dude.
You're right there, Rusty.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to research the codes that y'all are talking about, and I found a site here. I was trying to.
There's actually a site now. I forget what it is, but it's
David Jennings.
Like Ask Jimmy, and you can just type the laser code in.
No shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, David Jennings has all those pages. He's he's the guy.
But I don't know who did it, but there's actually some kind of site called Ask Jimmy. It's just put in the laser code and it tells you when it's from.
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to unlock the Rosetta Stone first, or what?
You got to rub the Rosetta Stones.
I usually just go to Rare Breed.
Oh, I found it. I got to show you guys this.
Hold up.
Oh.
I'm going to take it back to an earlier conversation. Sharing screen was
good. Damn it.
Are we going back to singing hip hop? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, man.
Wanna be a baller? Oh no, K card.
God damn it.
Oh, it's sold. $2,500. 53,000 original miles.
Wow, that person really overpaid.
Wow.
No, they did not. That's a fucking classic car, man.
Yeah, we had one of those. I totaled it.
I mean, Yugos are a classic at this point as well. Anybody want one of those?
Nope.
I do. I want one.
You don't know the value. You don't know the. You don't.
There you go. The first picture sucked. I sent you 2 pictures, Ben.
Sean, you don't know the value of a Yugo.
There you go.
Before that
I don't,
one,
but
we had a Chevy Pacer before that one.
That car is
Actually,
beautiful.
on the topic of the Yugo, does anybody remember the Underdog?
I
It
worked
was a Yugo drag car.
Ben, I worked for a copier company. The copier was a Canon copier. It was $35,000 for that fucking copier.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave away a free Yugo if you bought the copier. That's the value of a Yugo.
there you go. Sounds right
It
to
was
me.
like what was it? Like a $6,000 car. It was cheap as shit.
So we knew a guy down in Florida. He ran a big nursery there. And what he had done is he used Yugos. He just cut the tops off the back of them and basically made them into pickup trucks, like small pickup trucks. Well, he'd went to like a junkyard and bought like 24 of them for like $500 just for parts. That way he could keep the 3 on the nursery running.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were crap cars.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think? Should we kick this thing in the? I think it's time. 22 people watching, over 3 hours running.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm already passed out, man. So whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fixing to bail.
Yeah. All right. I just went. Bowler just went and looked at a smart car. The salesman looked at me and said, "Yeah, you're not fitting in that."
You want a smart what?
It's pretty smart.
Yugo sounded like a gas-powered Maytag washer.
That's basically what they were.
They were hard. They were garbage.
Yeah. So the Underdog was a race car here in the Northeast. It was a Yugo that I believe he got down to the 14s or the 13s on a stock block Yugo, naturally aspirated.
That's doing something.
No turbo, no nitrous. He was doing close to 100-mile-an-hour passes in a Yugo in the quarter. He did everything you could do to push the performance limits. He got 250 horsepower out of a Yugo engine.
Damn, dude.
That do you remember? I don't know if I told you I had a 72 Gremlin. It was purple with the white stripes. Had a 49-inch small block Chevy 327, and it had a dryer 671 blower on it. And that thing would do nines in the quarter mile. And I had to fucking put roll bars in the back because I would fucking wheelie every time I took off.
Dusting coming out of the woodwork. Smart car isn't so bad height-wise, but there's no elbow. So, what do you think, guys? Time to kick this in the ass and go to the after party? All right. So,
Whatever.
Everybody watching, the link's still good. There's 4 spots open if anybody wants to come hang in the after party. I'm sure Vic's live still. If you want to go hang over there, if you want to come hang in the after party, click the link. And cheers, y'all, and I'll see you next Thursday for the finale of the 4 Roses. And then if all goes to plan now with the Thursday move and everything works out, on the 25th will be Irene Tan doing a tour of malts around the world on this channel.
Very cool, man.
Very cool.
Yep. So cheers, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.
Everyone.
Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.